G'day everyone, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Second qualifying final, got the 𝐼𝐴𝐶 taking on Brisbane at the MCG, hoping for a bit of a closer contest from last night's game. Collingwood too good, a fantastic defensive performance aided their win against the Crows, and they off to a home prelim, whilst the winner of this game obviously goes to a home prelim as well, and pretty much the loser of this game will play in a semi-final. And if they win that semi-final, they'll play the Pies at the G. So not long till the first bounce. Two top quality sides all year long, really. Like, both these teams have had their losses here and there, like any side, really, let's be honest. But both sides at their best. They play some really fast and fluid football. And, yeah, great to watch. The 𝐼𝐴𝐶, obviously, last year just peeped out by Brisbane in last year's prelim final. So it's a prelim final rematch. That was an absolute belter of a game to watch last season too, so let's hope for a bit of a repeat, eh? Hopefully everyone's going well. Bryn, random, CY, Hawthorn fan, just want to... Yeah, fair enough, mate. Makes sense given, you are a Hawthorn supporter. Don't like the 𝐼𝐴𝐶. Bob, good to see you in there, mate. 𝐼𝐴𝐶, Errors 0-2-9. Yeah, I'm going Brisbane by a close margin, but really could go either way. I do like Brisbane interstate this year, and they've had a lot of good backs against the wall performances. But I wouldn't say they're necessarily backs against the wall in this game. This is almost like a free hit for them, given they've been great away from home, and they can definitely go the long way. They've got a very seasoned side, full of talent, and let's not forget the 𝐼𝐴𝐶 are pretty much the same as well. They're very finals experienced. There's been questions on their run home, to be honest, but they've still played some outstanding football in the back half of the year, picking up wins left, right, and centre. Their small forwards can get it done come finals as well. Just think about that qualifying final last year against Port Adelaide, for example. Their small forwards absolutely blitzed Port Adelaide. And it's really that quartet of 𝐼𝐴𝐶, 𝐼𝐴𝐶, if I can remember. 𝐼𝐴𝐶, 𝐷𝐶, Brad Close is the other one, sorry. And 𝐼𝐴𝐶, 𝐷𝐶, Close. There's one more I'm forgetting. Mana, that's the one. Bloody hell, had to jog my memory there a little bit. But, yeah, they're the ones that can really open up this game. It's always about the chaos. I say in finals football, contested possessions become more than ever important. And, yeah, Brisbane's midfield really does bat deep. So that's an area where I could definitely see them getting it done tonight. But the 𝐼𝐴𝐶 don't mind the contest as well. They're a side that can definitely bring some ferociousness around the ball. And they're one of the more efficient teams in the comp too. They're pretty deadly on the outside. And that is one of Brisbane's weaknesses. They're a side that can dominate field territory and not really capitalise well. So can't afford to be inaccurate tonight. Yeah, they definitely can, Bob, mate. Definitely can. As I said at the start of the year, I think they were sort of the monkey off the back to get that premiership, and now they're going to look like a side full of confidence and exuberance. And we've seen that in a lot of performances this year where usually we expect them to win, and they'd fail the past few seasons. We're seeing a lot less of that. Anyways, lads, minute 15 of the first bounce. I've actually got a cup of tea ready, so I better go grab that. So I'll be back in a quick sec. Right, I'm back, lads. Just in time for the first bounce. Got the cuppa. Players getting in positions now, though. Off the going well, Mark. Go Lions, or it's going to be a beauty, mate. It's hope for a contest that goes right down to the wire. We didn't quite see that last night. I think as a neutral, wanting a bit of a grandstand finish. Let's see. Cats lose. Oh, Eric, mate, hang in there, mate. Always gamble responsibly. Anyways, ladies and gents, good to have your company Friday night footy. Nothing better. Pies, a terrific win last night. They're off to a home prelim, and the winner will also tonight make a home prelim. It's the Cats and the Lions. Prelim final rematch from last year underway at the MCG. Second versus third place. Ball in the middle, Dunkley. He's been pretty good this second half of the season. He gets a little toe poke clearance. 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸, good pressure. And umpire's ball it is. There's been a bit of trade talk regarding 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸 as well. Apparently he's quite a bit of a chance to move clubs and maybe go home to Western Australia. Grand final hero last year. Sick. No, he was outstanding to watch live as we got belted. That was rough. Anyways, another ball up here. Have a go on, Chaz, mate. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. So a few stoppages here. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸's going to be the ruckman tonight, so no Reece Stanley, as expected, really. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸's will be the ruck. 𝐷𝐾 𝐎𝐥𝐝 was their ruckman for early stages of the season, but now really looking like he's in his, for most of the year now, in his key defensive post. Ball spills free. Jasper Fletcher, impressive play this season. Gets the first inside 50, but guess who? 𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐿 Stewart, who has been in good nick as of late the last few weeks. Great game against Sydney from memory as well. Intercept mark. Now Lawson Humphries likes to take the game on, just dabs it to the wing. That sits nicely for Sean Matter. Champions Association Young Player of the Year award too, Sean Matter. How about that, eh? At the bright age of 28 years old. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, obviously, it's the first two seasons. Anyway, Henry does well, but he gives it right to Sam Day, the former son. Kick over the top. Charlie Cameron's out goal side here. Cue the motorbikes. Charlie Cameron's got the first. Well, they had the outnumber look like forward of the ball because Henry did well to negate that contest one-on-one, but he gave it right to Sam Day. And Cameron, on his motorbike, got out the back for a goal. Yeah, very good, Cow, mate. On for your jokes again tonight, are you, mate? It would be a good get for West Coast, though. He is rumoured to go there. Yeah, no, so they had a few defenders at the back, but Cameron just pierced through that zone defence. Looks like Dangerfield's playing in the midfield. I think he was in the first centre bounce, so I have to see this one here. Maybe he is, but obviously can threaten as a forward. And he is in the centre bounce. It's Holmes, Atkins as well. And speaking of Holmes, outstanding year. Very unlucky not to make the All-Australian. Stengel, almost with the chest mark out in front. Fletcher now mops up. Back here to Leicester, sorry. Kick around the corner. High ball up here. 𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐿. Is he taking that? Jeez, that would have been a nice mark. Anyway, Dempsey now off hands. Back to grind Mize. Back to go forward potentially for the Cats. Mark O'Connor, the Irishman. He's going to set it high inside 50. Big spool from Harris Andrews. And now McCluggage rows it nicely. Inboard to Dunkley. Starts with just a hospital hand pass. It's definitely put him under the pump here. Yeah, I think that's a good call, to be fair. He just got the ball. Love going on, Brenton, mate. No, I appreciate the kind words, mate. Enjoy the stream tonight. Don't joke. Always looking for cheapies. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Clearance here coming Joe Berry's way. Good to see him back in as a neutral. Yeah, popped out his shoulder a little while ago, but I think it was against Fremantle, but back into the game. Same with Lachie Neale too. Anyway, another inside 50 for the Cats. Dempsey, inside 50, Andrews. Good push up. Cameron's in the prime spot to take the grab. Big Jezza. Could he have an evening tonight? He's still theoretically on track for 100 goals. I mean, geez, could he get that? Hard to see, but tough draw on the stat chats. Oh, yeah, no, it was, mate. Yeah, it was a cracker of a quiz. I knew I'd be in a bit of trouble against Michael. He's bloody tough. And he's quick with his guesses as well. You're thinking, and then he'll just pop out a guess. I'm like, oh, geez, oh my, Cameron's missed. Yikes. That's not going to get him 100 goals. But yeah, no, Michael was a top opponent, so probably not the worst in the world losing to him. I stitched myself up. I shouldn't have gone Cade Simpson though. I had that. It's the camera pressure that gets to you a bit. Probably shouldn't have done it anyway. Turnover here. It's a kick that was smothered, and they're going to get a 7-point play here, the Cats. Zorko's going to get, I wouldn't say a spray from the coach early on. That's just a bad turnover from him there. And Cameron, don't think he'll stuff this up twice in a row. Nah, I've actually got some blueberries. No, I don't mind snacking on them. And there we go, Cameron goals. So they'll take that Geelong. Bit of efficiency, how about that? 7-point play. Goal number 84. A bit of a gift of goal there from Brisbane. Let's see how it even happens. So Fletcher. Yeah, no, they want to go, Brisbane. They do want to go fast when they're out in the open at times. And, yeah, Stengel just got in the way for the smother. Bit of bad awareness there from 𝐓𝐴𝐸. Stengel, well done. Gets over the top of the 𝐴𝐥𝐝, and Cats get there first. Yeah, hopefully his AFL legend. Hopefully go well, mate. Could go to extra time. It's been a while since we've had an extra time game in finals. I think last time was that 2017 Elam, Port and West Coast. 𝐓𝐴𝐸 does well to win that contested possession and get it forward to Jeremy Cameron. That's a good mark overhead. He's got Dempsey on short, and he will find him. He's had a terrific year, Ollie Dempsey. Almost, I mean, how many goals has he actually kicked? I did say this a few weeks ago, and it was one of the most for a midfielder. Dempsey. Yeah, 28 goals as a wingman this year is outstanding. Always pushes goal side and just found a bit of a channel inside 50 there. But this is what we did say pre-game, a little bit about the Cats. They don't mind the dirty stuff, and even just like that win, for example, from 𝐓𝐴𝐸 really got in there hard with a hard ball. Ollie Dempsey, can he goal here? Kicks on its way. Looks superb. Yep, it's home. Cats 2 in a row. So out of the middle, the Cats go bang. Jeremy Cameron's goal there too. 2 contested marks already for Cameron. He's looking dangerous early on here. But yeah, Neil, bit of a fumble there. Fork goes over. And yeah, it's just a big win. Get the hard ball, whack it forward. Yeah, Dempsey gets out goal side. Had the Crows and Lions tipped until like tomorrow. Now changed both Pies and Cats. Yeah, no, I don't usually change tips, but my finals bracket prediction video, I tipped the Pies, and then for my tip video, I switched to the Crows, so I probably should have done that. Doesn't usually bode too well for me. But these are real coin flip games. That's just really what you're thinking, what you're feeling deep down. Could be big on one team, could be big on the other. Holmes, good tackle from Dunkley, but Holmes does well to offload it to a teammate. Now they work it forward here, the Cats. Jack Martin, a bit of a shining light for them a wee bit. Oh, okay, Wilmot's held it on a bit too long there, a bit unlucky. Going to be free to Jack Martin. And it's a well-weighted kick. He's a skillful player, Martin, as always. And 𝐼𝐸𝐿 can just hit a simple kick here. Paddy Dangerfield marks. Championship's not there and it's terrible. I was really feeling a Pies win last night, even though I didn't really want them to. Yeah, no, I had the feeling. Initially that their finals experience would be paramount to the win. And geez, they defended superbly well without Jeremy Howe. I thought they'd struggle a bit without him, and no, they were brilliant in his absence. Paddy Dangerfield, can he goal here? He's got 27 goals this season. Really good output, but this is going to be across the face. Yeah, it's a rush behind. 2 goals, 2 for the Cats now. 𝐓𝐴𝐸𝐿, been loving his kicking out of the fence, apart from that blunder he had early before. Anyway, I want to go quick here, the lines. Dunkley usually good overhead as that outlet, but drops the mark. Dangerfield a clean pickup. Bowes now back the other way. And this is where they can piece here the Cats off the turnover. A great smother from 𝐓𝐴𝐸𝐿. Ball in here. Look like they're out there, Brisbane. Dunkley just couldn't hold on. Yeah, I mean, Moore's always been a good player. he sort of reminds me of Nick Blakey in a way. The things he does good is very good, but he just has his brain fades that gets pointed out quite a bit, given he's such an important figure for his side. But no, he was outstanding last night. And I said, if you did watch the stream last night, I was saying, geez, Darcy Moore's having a good start to this game. And then he goes on and has that fumble and that absolute blunder. So I wasn't trying to jinx him or anything. And then eventually after that, he bounced back. Geez, that's a free. I thought that was just a simple ball up there. Anyways, Cats have bounced back well. These last few minutes really starting to lock it in the forward half. And Cameron almost flew there. Dempsey wants to keep it in play here. Ball's gone over. So ball in here. Blitzards with a hit only as far as Jasper Fletcher. And he has a bit of space to now gain some metres and get a kick forward. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 almost took the mark. Obviously the absence of Hipwood with him in. And Smith now does well to get the quick kick away. Always alert, this man. And Dempsey's having a brilliant start. Deep to the square. They've got the outnumber here. The Cats. Cameron can mark, and he does. Geez, Leicester's getting a bit of a bake early on here. Already 3 contested marks. I mean, is that a contested mark? Mark inside 50, basically. Well, Jeremy Cameron around the corner should be slotting this. And he's had a great start. Jeremy Cameron cuts are on here. They're looking really on the outside. They're picking apart their targets nicely early on here. Brisbane's defence under the pump early on. So that's 2 for Jeremy Cameron. What's that, goal number 85 now? Geez, could he kick an absolute bag tonight? Yeah, that's exactly right, AFL legend. Geelong would probably need to lose if he's any chance for 100 goals. Yeah, you could see there, Brisbane got sucked in there. Plenty of numbers running forward, and the Cats winning that ground ball, and they get caught out back the other way. Unless they're just unable to get up into the contest. Jeremy Cameron's got 2. Ball back in the middle here. Martin does well to push up, and great hands to Atkins, and now they can work it inside 50 here. Cameron almost with the 1 pour. He's going to get on his favourite left again. Cameron around the corner. Oh, geez, that would have brought the house down. He's missed. Starting now to really win it at the source, the Cats too. This has been Brisbane's strength pretty much all year. Wilmot now, a quick kick, finding Will Ashcroft. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Now into the direction of Lohman, who's been injured for most this season. Ball in here, centre wing. And the full kick from Sean Manor. Jared Berry's ball here. Go on, Danny and Jods, mate. Go for the Mighty Magpies up the Cutters. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The pathway to the premiership, or whoever wins tonight. I think if the Cats win this, favourite to win the prelim, and they could potentially face Collingwood in the grand final. Oh, geez, that would be something. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 pushing the back there. Free to Brad Close. Jeez, Henry just holds on there. Bit too much hang time. Jack Henry now. Always an extremely important player in the defensive lineup. And Bo's now out to the wing. Quickly plays on now. To the edge of 50. The Bo committed here, the Brisbane defence, but Andrews stands tall. Back out here to Leicester. So Brisbane haven't really been able to get their possession game going. They always like to control the footy. We'll definitely want to try and find their outlets. Neil now inboard to Leicester, over the top to 𝐼𝐴. And they're sort of forced to use their hands here with the Cats phone box pressure. But now they find an exit here. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴 Fletcher with a bit of time. Low flat kick. It's a beauty. He'll find the youngster 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. First season key forward. Gives the quick hands now, and he can have a pop here. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴 Fletcher loves a kick on the run, this man, and he's absolutely slotted. That's a special goal. Hey, I tell you what, he's had some pretty good goals at the MCG, 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴 Fletcher. He's a quality player. And he gets Brisbane second. 2 goals, Leicester goals 3. Yeah, Jack Martin's playing, Paul. Up forward tonight. Has played in defence throughout his time on the side, but up forward tonight. Well, they worked it well there, Brisbane, but unable to move the footy with much efficiency early on. And even just smart hands there from 𝐴𝐿𝐴 too. It might be pointless saying that, but you know, there's multiple times where, like, you know, occasions like that, players don't give the hands, but opportunities like that turn into a goal. Jeez, goal umpire didn't even move. So Canners by 9 points as they went out of the middle here again. Geelong. Holmes has started well on the inside. 𝐸𝐴𝐿𝐴 leaves his man to try and inflict the contest. Fumbles there. 𝐸𝐿𝐴 taking the good tackle. And a ball up here. So 𝐸𝐿𝐴 is doing some chop-up work in the ruck with, I'm assuming, 𝐸𝐿𝐴 on the bench. Or maybe he swung into defence. Bit of a rotation potentially. It's going to be, I think, a holding free here for Tom Atkins. What a play he's been this year. Tackling machine. And a touch ball here. Dangerfield still bursts his way through. Gets on his non-preferred. High kick. Dangerous kick. Leicester gets his mitts on it. Fletcher, bit of a fumble. It's a good tackle from Manor. Brett Roseberry says it's his footy. Malane and 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, good to see you in the chat, lads. Came for this game tonight as a neutral. And this one spills out now. Jack Martin, can he get the pick up? He can't quite. Hot in the kitchen. Where's Durant Russell when you need him? And 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴 Fletcher has got quite a bit of paint on him. Jeez. He's trying to get it off. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴 that is. Ball up here in the goal square. Fort with a hit-out work. Did well to get the hands out. Bailey, the All-Australian toe, pokes it out. It's a dangerous kick, and Jack Henry reads it very well. Oh, could he go for goals here? Red goal kicker. I just randomly thought of when Jack Henry kicked the winner against the Tigers a few years ago at the G. Can he do the same? 0 goals won this year. No shit, because he's a key defender. Kicks on its way. Kicks it like a backman. And across the face. 3 goals, 4-22. 2 goals, 0-12. Directly a 10-point game. Back now to Andrews. Logic and 𝐸𝐿𝐴 Gamer, hopefully you lads are going well. Go Lions, hope the Lions win. Andrews out across to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. Now they pick some options here from the back half. And now Neil back on the side. Deep kick here. He's got a flying Morris. Needs a big game tonight. Had a huge game against the Cats at 𝐺𝐵A all that times ago. But another bad kick there. Right into a smother. Atkins back the other way. Rushed his kick. Fletcher, good courage, and will be rewarded the free here. Oh, it's a hard one to pick, Logic. I've just gone Brisbane, but I can really see this one going either way. Now Will Ashcroft goes whack from outside 50. And this is going to be another goal coming up for Brisbane. Lohman out goal side. Should be kicking this directly in front. Geez, 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴 Fletcher's so impressive, though. I think we all, as neutrals, really enjoy watching him play, but he's just so good. I wish he was a Swan. I wish everyone was a Swan. Lohman goals. Game now under a kick. Well, 2 in a row here for Brisbane. Game under a kick now. 3 goals straight, 3 goals for. So it's a bit of the opposite, because usually Brisbane are the team that's a bit inaccurate, but they've pretty much gotten all their goals from. Well, to be fair, Fletcher's goal's a tough one, but it's their second Joe the Goose, really. Ball back in the middle here. Ford almost grubs out of the ruck, and he does get the gather. He miskicks it, didn't have prior, and this will be a ball up. Cats maybe. Shouldn't have too many grannies. Well, to be fair, the grannies are usually the ones that get it done in finals football. Look at the Pies last night. I think usually the oldest sides are up there. I saw actually online, like, for example, the Swans in 2014 were the oldest team in the league by some margin. Made the grand final. Shut the bed, though, but here's what it is. 7:04 to play until quarter time come back. It's early days. Could definitely be a game where I see potentially some lead changes. Anyway, a bit of a tone poke clearance there. It's going to be picked off from Zacch Guthrie, the ultra-reliable Zacch Guthrie, that is. Smith now always providing an option. Inboard to O'Sullivan. Oh, geez, but that's a bit of a poor hand pass, but Smith able to keep his feet. Rayner, those a strong player, but that's a great tackle from O'Sullivan. That should be ball. And it is. That's an impressive tackle on a player that's very hard to wrap up, Cam Rayner. Backing on the side, O'Sullivan. Superbly done. Back now here to Myers. And now to Holmes. And this is where they can get in and go. The dash. The running man of Maxi Holmes. Oh, but he's made a muck of that. He can have his back kicks, Max Holmes. Bit like Bailey Smith too. Anyways, 𝐼𝐶 clears now. In the direction of Day. Myers did well. But that hand pass goes out of bounds. Ball in. How about that from Blitzarves? Martin, he's always a good player on the air. Jack Martin did well to hold on to the chesty. And this is probably on the cusp of his range. But he can set this up to the tall timber. So Jack Martin going to go back here. Probably will set this up most likely. Kicks on its way. It's not a bad effort. It's going to land short. Minor score it is. And 8 scoring shots to 3. 𝐼𝐶 clears out of the 50. Spore comes, bouncing ball back the other way. Good attack on it from Tom Atkins. Always shows heart, this man, and another tackle. How about that for repeated efforts? Ball up here. Only team that cannot be allowed to win the granny. Critty game, fair enough, mate. Whatever floats your boat. You know, to be honest, as I've said, like, if it's not the Swans, I don't really mind who wins the flag. Man, the best team win, I'd say. Tom Atkins holding the ball. Pressure is starting to ramp up. As Atkins now sets it up with a high ball again. It's ball from Andrews, and 𝐼𝐶 gold. Is that his first goal? What a moment. 𝐼𝐶, the Irishman, gets his first. How about that? Ball came from Andrews, fell right into the lap of Mullen. Quick snap round the corner, and the Irishman's got his first in the big time. How about that? He's been a key player in the side throughout this season. See this. I mean, Emery did well to sort of bring it to ground as well. And Mullen kicks truly. Read this ball very nicely. So Mullen on the board, and the Cats have got their fourth, and probably should be up by a bit more, to be honest. They've had a very, very threatening first quarter, controlling the game, whilst Brisbane have been unable to. 16-4 inside 50s, tying with them at the minute. Ball back in the middle here. Dunkley overruns it, and now Smith gets another centre clearance here for the Cats towards the camera direction. Oh, what a grab. Oh, this man. Always one you got to keep the tabs on come finals football. He's a big game player, and he's clunking everything in the minute, Jeremy Cameron. Ah, great grab. Well, we can make this goal number 3, Cameron, and now start to pile on a bit of another score potentially here for the Cats. So can he go here, Jez? Probably should already have 3 with the miss he had. Jeremy Cameron's kick. Ooh, hits the post. Minor score. 4 goals, 6 plays, 3 goals zip. When I was in primary school, as always, Geelong, that couldn't be beaten. Yeah, no, they've always been an ultra consistent side. I mean, in primary school, I remember that's sort of when, for example, in the soccer, like Liverpool were pretty, not shit, but they just never won anything. So you obviously had schoolmates that went for them, and you always give them crap. And that's when Chelsea were winning stuff. Won a Premier League title, I remember. So, but now it's sort of changed a bit. Liverpool are definitely in the box seat to go back-to-back Premier League titles. Dunkley now, it's a good mark. Inside 50, bouncing ball. Tricky one here for either side to get. Did well Morris to get the hands out. Henry there to arrive on the scene. And 𝐼𝐶 clears. Who does he find? Cameron potentially again. Dunkley has to get rid of it. And umpire's ball. Yeah, Dunkley's having a bit of a poor start early on here. This is a player that usually embraces the side of top of finals atmosphere, but isn't really hunting the ball too well. Probably just needs to get in the game. That's better. Good hands there. Berry now to 𝐓𝐶 𝐎𝐥𝐿. Bit of a hacky kick. It's a turnover. Oh, O'Connor kicks it like an Irishman. Darcy Fort. Fumble there. Blitzards had a great start. Smith extracts out nicely to Dempsey. And they work the quick hands here. The Cutters. And, oh, geez, close. That was a bad kick. He had a bit of time to make something better of. And 𝐼𝐶 picks it off. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 now loves to take the game on. Explores the corridor here. Rayner, strong player overhead. And O'Connor does have the job on him. He had a great game against Heaney a few weeks ago. Rayner now inside 50. Blitzards in the prime spot. Misses the spoil. O'Sullivan attacks it well. Dempsey, great hands. And good pressure there from Bailey. Turnover here. 𝐸𝐴. Back the other way. Can't quite find Cameron. Henry crashing through. And well done there from the Cats defensively. Close. Can his kick be better here? One-on-one danger. Big mark against Leicester. Leicester's getting killed. He can't win much aerial contest his first quarter. Back now to Dempsey. 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 Senior has taken aims, kicking barrels. Yeah, and sort of my dad earlier this week was actually talking. The other week I should say, was actually talking about Gary Ablett, and he still says that grand final he had in the loss to Hawthorn, I think it was, is the best game he's seen out of any player. Don't know the exactly stat line, but I knew he played a blinder. Anyway, Cameron now. High kick, good pressure there from the Lions out in the field. So it's a 2-goal margin in front of the Cats. They really should be up by probably at least 4 goals, I'd say. Scoreboard definitely flattering the Lions here. They just really can't get their game going. The Cats are, well, it's sort of like a bit of last night. They're looking really settled in defence, mopping up well, cleaner on the inside, tougher on the inside, and Brisbane, they can have slow starts, and they actually did start fairly slow against the Cats in the prelim last year as a reference point. So can they get into the game a little bit? Anyway, kick over the top here to Dunkley. What can he manufacture? Just hacks it inside 50 with not much time left. But Jack Henry's had a brilliant start with this first quarter with another intercept mark. Back now here to Myers. And that will do for the first quarter. Cats by 2 goals at quarter time. There it is. 4 goals, 6 plays, 3 goals zip. Very, very good opening quarter from Geelong. 17-6 inside 50. So I think most of the important numbers here. Clearances 11-5. Contested ball 34-23. Getting beat in their own game a bit, Brisbane. And 8-3 marks inside 50 is a pretty telling start as well. Cats have, pretty much done a lot right. They just can't hit the scoreboard that well. And to be fair, they've had a few scoring shots from hard-to-get ranges. But Jeremy Cameron, what a first quarter, 7 touches, 5 marks, 2 goals, 3. 2 goals, 3. He's already had 5 scores in the first quarter. Need to avenge Tom Hawkins. He's been doing a pretty good job this year in the media. I mean, I like him. And yeah, Dempsey had a blistering first 10 minutes. He's on 7 touches, 4 marks, getting out goal side. He's a dangerous player when he gets caught out. 407 possessions for Jack Henry, game high. A really good first term. 𝐓𝐴 2. Number of players, Andrews, 𝐷𝐶𝐞, Fletcher, 𝘼𝐶 and Stewart on 2 as well. Contested possession leader, 𝐓𝐴𝐶 with 5. He's been great as the follow-up ruckman. He's been able to get a few of those hard balls and get some territory for the Cats off it. Okay, sending clearances 2 to 𝐓𝐴𝐶. Contested marks 3 to Jeremy Cameron. There you go. Clunking on him pretty well, and he is game high in scoring involvements as well with 6. Next best is Martin, Dempsey and 𝐓𝐴𝐶 with 3. Yeah, look at the tackle numbers. 22-14, so definitely getting out pressured a bit, Brisbane. Hard to dislike. Yeah, no, he's a quality player. Was definitely across the span of his career. Tackles inside 50 as well from the Cats, 7-1. Their front half pressure when they're on is very, very good. So definitely bring that early on. Yeah, AFL standard, Dangerfield doesn't want to pass to Smith again. I get Dangerfield. I mean, Dangerfield's always sort of been that player. Like he doesn't like doing the simple option at times. He likes to hack it on the boot and etc. That's just what you get with Paddy Dangerfield. Yeah, no, they're definitely not looking rusty. I mean, I think we all had to bring it up before this game, AFL Legend, but I couldn't really see it affecting them. They always sharpen up come September. I shouldn't say always, because, you know, they pre-2022, they'd, you know, have their chokes and stuff, but really the last few years, they've played well in these sort of big games, and, you know, they'll let's be real, they're going to win the flag if they picked Brisbane last year, given Will such a walkover. Nothing going on with Bryn, mates. Posted a vid about Stengle. What about Tyson Stengle? Because he's had a very impressive comeback after getting delisted, I think, 2 clubs. He was All-Australian his first year at the Cats. And thanks for subscribing, mate. Heavily appreciated. There were some awesome barrels going inside 50 last night. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what Craig McRae embraces as well. Just, you know, whacking on the boot. We saw a lot of chaos footy from the Pies, and yeah, Brisbane's defence weren't able to handle it. But that top from 𝐓𝐴𝐶 with an absolute corker, right over the top of a few Adelaide defenders, had a bounce, and then Cameron went with that sliding soccer. It was, yeah, no, it was good to see. No, I would have won because of, yeah, I don't know. Did you watch the that AFL.com.au little doco AFL Legend? It was like called Inner Sanctum or something. Or is there anyone's watched it in the chat? Let me know. It's like they had sort of exclusive access to the build-up of last year's grand final, and it was interesting. Like we don't usually see much of the Inner Sanctum type of content, especially from the Swans' point of view. But you know, seeing like clips of the reviews and stuff from the prelim final, I thought it was really interesting. And what I noticed is Brisbane looked a bit more relaxed and a bit jokeful in their build-up, whilst we looked a bit more serious. It might not mean much, but given we got belted last year, you want to try and pick the little things that they did and we didn't. And a big one for them was communication. Like as 𝐼𝐶𝐞 said in that interview, like they struggled with communication in the 23 grand final. And that's what they really wanted to focus heading to last year's grand final. And obviously, given they belted us, that was an area that they were very good at. I loved the game last night. Yeah, it was a quality game to watch. Pies defence outstanding. I thought they struggled a bit there. Jeremy Howe, he's a big piece for them. But yeah, Frampton, excellent job. And yeah, Darcy Moore was really the star of the show. And you're going to win games of football when you bring elite pressure, especially in finals footy. And also, when you have no passengers, that takes you far. Like I couldn't think of one necessarily bad player for the Pies last night. Like I know young Will Parker got subbed out, but I thought even he was pretty impressive. So loser, no, that's the other game, Danny mate. So tomorrow's game, the loser of the Giants and the Hawks will play Adelaide. I mean, we'll see how either of those sides go. I mean, the Giants could win well, Hawks could win well. I think still in the now, it's hard to see Adelaide go out in straight sets, but happened to Brisbane in 2019 when they had a big jump up the ladder. I say that though, like they've been so good at home this year, the Crows. You'd think they'd bounce back. Who knows? If the Cats win, says Larry, it'd be big. It'd shape up into a potential Collingwood versus Geelong grand final too. No excuses considering we should have learnt from the 22 experience. Yeah, exactly right, mate. It's a pretty angering sort of highlights package to watch because it's like, man, we had all the advantage and we're in the box seat and throw it away like that, eh? Anyways, now to watch football clubs that know how to play. No, I'm joking. Don't be too pessimistic, Rolls. Always next year. Ball back in the middle here. But, no, as I have genuinely said, like, I am keen for this final series as a neutral. Don't have to worry about our team shitting the bed. Okay, I need to stop. Drive behind my club. Anyway, what's going on here? Lohman's going to get a free here. It's against Stewart. He can't believe it. Okay, well, we'll see the replay here. Three-point classic. I mean, to be honest, Crows vs Hawks. When was this? Lohman around the corner. Do you remember when this was? I'm trying to think of the game. Anyway, Lohman goals. Well, goal the margin. Doesn't really feel like it, but it is. 4 goals straight to 4 goals 6. Crows vs Hawks 3-point classic. I mean, the game early in the year was a close game. I would say it was a classic down in Tassie. It was a bit of a tough game to watch, but Hawthorn narrowly won. Have the go on, Seth. Welcome, mate. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that, Stuart. It was a front on push, to be fair, but... Yeah, I don't know. You don't like seeing stuff like that being called. Anyway, ball back in the middle here. One goal the margin. Ball in the middle here. Zach Bailey. Or is that Dunkley? Yeah, it is Bailey. Tackled from Holmes. He's going to kick the most goals. Cameron Stengel. Well, it's looking like Jez in a minute. Stengel hasn't really had a massive output this year. He's a player that always has his flashes, but bit of a, not like his 2022 season. That certainly was his career best anyway. Brisbane will work the hands through the corridor inside 50. O'Connor needs to be important tonight because Rayner is one that can have some quiet starts but really have a quarter burst or really have big second halves. Anyway, he does well to rush it through for a minor school. Smith now in the back pocket. Been quality this year, Smith. I know we all know he's a bit of a hack kick, but accumulators aren't necessarily a bad thing in football. And he's top 5 in handball received, so it goes to show he's always alert, he's always bringing energy and providing an outlet. And some of his kicks on the run, to be fair, can be shocking, but they can be very good at the same time. Atkins turnover, Wilmot kick smothered, ball in play here again. And they work the hands nice here. Brisbane 𝐼𝐶𝐞 could have given the hands over the top there. But he does go for the kick and it's smothered again. We saw plenty of smothers last night too. And that is what finals footy is all about, those 1%ers. More smothers, more contested ball, more contested footy to be won. Some nice slick hands there from Brisbane. He could have given the hands there again, to be fair, that looking at that replay, Jared Berry. Ball in here. Neil attacks it well. Tackled from Atkins. Jeez, what a grand final Neil had last year. I thought Neil was going to win it, but I flicked on the radio with my headphones at the game and in last year's granny, and they were saying, "Oh, who wins the Norm Smith?" And yeah, no, I forgot who the commentators were, but they said Ashcroft, and I checked his numbers again. I'm like, yeah, Ashcroft does probably win it. But Neil was quality too. I think he was very close from winning the Norm Smith last year. Fletch now inside 50. 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐿 can fly. Picked off beautifully from Zach Guthrie. Just didn't have the purchase for 𝐼𝐿 there. Misread it. Terrible from Adelaide yesterday. Didn't see well. Collingwood win given their poor form. Yeah, that's a fair point, man. People did bring this to light. I didn't want to think about it too much. You know, Collingwood did win the 23 flag, losing 3 of the last 5. And as we did say in the tipping video, come September when the whips are cracking, they usually sharpen up, and that's what we saw. So there we go. Again, cuts now back the other way, inside 50. What a row from Cameron. Hands it over the top here to Brad Close. Get the kick away. Oh, he's at the post. How was he missed? Oh, man. Minor score there. Anyways, Brisbane can definitely go quick from the back half if they see something on. Quick kick in. Dunkley holds it up at half back and does find the tick lead of Jasper Fletcher. Yeah, definitely does. Should have had a goal assist there. Jezza. Like when Crows kept smothering their own chances. Yeah, plenty of smothers last night. Imported Dunkley here. Josh Dunkley now. Oh, he's read it well, Stewart. You can just see that from a mile away. Should have taken the mark. And he's going to be getting the free here anyway. Tom Stewart. Inboard here to Mark O'Connor, the Irishman. Back here to Tom Stewart. And they're going to switch here. And it works for Guthrie. And they've worked Brisbane over really nicely here. Blitzarms gets the hands to O'Sheen Mullen. Deep to the square. It's a dangerous kick. 2 talls can go out here. Shunner Neal in a prime spot, but a really good smother from Harris Andrews. Rushes it through, or smacks it through for a minor score. 4 goals, 8 now for the Cats. Anyway, what's it going to be here? Oh, it's going to be a free. Really, that free could have gone either way, to be honest. It's going to be a free to Jared Berry instead. Maybe he got held first. No, just a neutral ball, mate. Don't really mind who wins. Jared Berry now. Low flat kick. It's not a great one, but it's fortuitous. He worked over the top here to 𝐼𝐿. Just gets the hands away. Big ball to be won here in midfield. Leicester instantly tackled from Brad Close. Ball up here. Yeah, no, that is true. AFL legend. They've been a pretty horrifically inaccurate team throughout this season. Brisbane, it's pretty much cost them games at times. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 just gets the hand pass away. Looks like it was legal, or maybe didn't have prior. And Matter tackled. So, there we go, Leicester. They're switching Andrews. Yep, bit of communication there. Now Gardner's on Cameron deep. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 now can attack this one. Dempsey to Dangerfield. Had a bit of time. Just a bit of a blind kick there. Turnover. Leicester in a set mark. Now goes for the white. Switch out here to 𝐼𝐵. Geez, he's lost the feathers this year, 𝐼𝐵. Needs a trip to Turkey this off-season. And now inboard here to Fletcher. To Harris Andrews. Yeah, early, longer pre-season too, Critter game. Come back early. That's always an advantage of missing finals, even though it's probably copium. But, you know, players come back a bit more rested. Anyway, good hold from Ford. Ashcroft to Berry. Kick on the way, and he's got it. Turn around to Brisbane. And whilst the Cats are inaccurate the first term, now ruin their chances. It's now all of a sudden a 1-point game. But we've seen this second term, Brisbane are starting now to work the hands a lot better through the corridor. Whilst they were really stifled from the Cats' pressure the first half, that's another goal coming through the middle of the ground. Big mark from Darcy Ford. Yeah, aggressive kick from Fletcher here. 2-on-2. Like, that's a big ball to be won there. Holds on. Cameron's out goal side, but Berry goes himself. Yeah, the big goal there for Brisbane. 5 goals, 1 place, 4 goals, 8. Oops. Oh yeah, and by the way, gents, I'll try not to end my stream like I did last night. Oh god, I hate this bloody program though. It's weird. Like when your program's in focus, when I press the space bar, it ends the stream. But sometimes when I press the space bar, it doesn't end the stream. It's weird. You'd think when there's an end stream button, it should say, "Are you sure you want to end your live stream?" Like, not just instantly ended. Bloody hell. I'll try and be careful. Anyways, Holmes whacks inside 50 out the back. Ooh, Neil couldn't get there. Holmes is having a really good game so far in the middle. He's winning a few contested ball. Like he's an outside player, as you all know, but he isn't afraid to win that inside ball. So it's another minor score. I mean, it's not necessarily from goal kicking, like set shots and an elementary shot to goal. It's just a lot of these sort of points where they're just blazing away a bit from difficult ranges out the back, a few rush behinds. Anyway, good stuff there from close. Checks the kick short to Jez, and this is definitely in his repertoire. In front of his own faithful. Can he go here? So clearing kick, yeah, not strong enough there. Dempsey's having a great game. And Stengel to Jez. Let's see if this snap can go through. Shapes the ball usually beautifully, Jez. And it's going to land short. Minor score there. Another one of the Cats. It's 4 goals, 10. Just can't be having this stuff in finals football. 0 goals for this quarter for the Cats. Meanwhile for Brisbane, 2 goals, 1. 𝐼𝐶 now. Almost smothered. Just gets the kick away. Andrews. And that's what plenty of teams do. They sort of have that set play from the kicking where they have their key defender become an outlet on the wing. Fremantle do that quite a bit with Luke Ryan and Brennan Cox, for example. Ashcroft now. Can find his brother on the wing. Definitely rising star race leaver Ashcroft. He could definitely win it, but I really think Murphy or Curtin should. But he's been consistent, the 18, 19 touches a week. Bit more midfield time for Levi too the last 6 weeks in Neil's absence as well. Bit more centre bounces. Anyway, shallow entry here. He can fly for this one. Gallop, almost marked from Guthrie. Ball to be won here at half forward. Lohman instantly tackled. And to be fair, the ball spilled out. Umpire probably should have just let that play on, but ball up it instead. Bailey Smith now. Again, got the hands up, but to be fair, not quick enough. Umpire already blew the whistle. Yeah, unfortunately, can't. Luke's mate, 𝐓𝐶𝐶 𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐸𝐴𝐸, sorry. Horrifically mispronounced that initially. But yeah, I can't, with copyright and all that shite. Anyway, Holmes now smacks it forward here. Ball to be won. Jeremy Cameron can't get the soccer. Zorko. Ashcroft. Out wide here to his brother. Back to Will. Pins the ears. Bit too cute with the kick. Bounces off Loris's chest. And now Stewart can go here to the wing. And it's a good sport there from Leicester, who rarely won a contest that first quarter. Halves that one, ball in centre wing. There's Chris Fagan, always on the bench. He loves chewing the gum, Chris Fagan. Neil now attacks it well. Did well to get the hands out. Holmes did well at ground level. Ooh, can't be fumbling there. O'Connor and now Zorko. Risky kick. It somehow worked with Brisbane's Lions players lining up. Oh, but it's a bad kick from, I think that was Sam Day. It was Morris. But Brisbane will take that ball in here. Can't be fucked going to lounge and watching it. Fair enough, mate. Up in Pines 1. No, yeah, that's fair enough, mate. All the best to them, mate. I think they're in the box seat definitely for the premiership again with that win last night. Fletcher on the set mark. He's been impressive. And he can now whack it back inside 50 here to Brisbane. A few repeat entries here. Humphreys flies, misjudges the ball. Dempsey, good committing. Mistimes the hand pass. That could be high. Yeah, looked like he played for it. Not going to get it. Yeah, it's a good call. Fort grabs out of the ruck. Impossible. Oh, okay, free kick here. Prove it a contact. I didn't even see what it was. And a rain up. I think it was against. Yeah, good pressure there again from Brisbane. Oh, geez, what's going on here? What? Bloody hell, he pushed him in his side. I don't think that should be a free. Anyways, Cuts now could quickly get it and go over the top here. He's Brad Close. It's been a while since we've seen a goal. Can we see one here? Brad Close now. He's got. Oh, he had Myers on short. Jack Bowes now. Options galore inside 50. He's going to set it up here to the tall timber. Shunny Neal loves a fly against Harris Andrews. Can't quite take it. Maybe Dempsey at the back here potentially. Andrews tackled well from Blitz arms. Umpire's ball. Five goals, 1, 4 goals, 10. Geez, it's just ugly looking at that. Dempsey around the corner, snapping ball. Ollie Dempsey. Jeez, almost. To be fair, not really almost, but the crowd got up for it. Another rush behind for the Cats, making that 4-goal 11. Let's see this again. Yeah, just a little whack in the ribs there. I mean, it was pretty weak, to be fair. It was an open facer. Anyway, Dunkley now a bit sore. Open palm, I should say. What's this free for? Yeah, no, definitely holding the man. Free to Dunkley. Yeah, how good was he? Paul, mate, it's a caller. I think we're pretty lucky to have him and Bruce in the past, eh? But 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝 having a quiet game. Obviously, Mullen is on him. They showed a stat line pre-game where 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝 gets over 8 score involvements. They're 10-1. So basically, when he plays well, they win. Well, he gets really involved. He's very highly. He loves a goal too, especially on the run. Andrew's a big spoil. So I think it was a holding the ball against Ashcroft. Yeah, he could have gotten the kick away a bit earlier. Just tried to embrace contact there. Ball in here. Yeah, just outside the Cuts forward 50. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝 can get this one, overruns it a bit. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝 tackled well. Umpire's ball. Ashcroft, probably a little bit too cute there. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝 now. Oh, that's a lovely spin move from Dunkley now. They can work the hands here. Brisbane, 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐝. Hemmed in with a bit of pressure, just a bit of a dump kick forward into space. Who can get this? O'Sullivan, very clean hands. He's a quality player. Myers now doesn't want to get the 1-2 from it. And now Henry just whacks it back the other way. Big day can fly. Off hands, O'Sullivan again. Sharks it over the top. Can't quite sweep it to Neal, but he tackles Andrew as well. Another ball up here. Did the play with the punch along. That was a brutal grand final. Yeah, I mean, how about that, eh? How about that for toughness? Another ball in here again. Back in the chat, what's the stat? Now Brisbane have kicked, winning the quarter, I think. Yeah, I mean, they started the term well, but now Cats are starting to get territory back their way, just like the first quarter, really. Holmes now bursts his way through. Great gather. Kicks a bit of a wobbly one, and he will be paid the free there. Chop of the arms. There we go. That can be a bit of a tongue twister at times. 9-7 frees. Now Fletcher drops it short here to Leicester. Back now to Levi Ashcroft. And the kick's not great. Should be a ball in here. So there you go for Brisbane. Cam Rayner, Charlie Cameron, Logan Morris just has 1 touch. They need more touches from their forwards here. Dunkley now does well to work it forward. Ball in here. Meanwhile, Brad Close, 8 touches. Grind -6. And yeah, Dempsey's having a great game. Oh, what a row from Will Ashcroft. That's pretty clean. But the kick just lacks some purchase. Picked off from Tom Stewart. Back in Black Reverence. See them December 4. Yeah, no, okay. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Back in Black. Let me search that up. Is it the AC? I mean, I know it's a song by AC/DC. Are they touring or something? I do like my rock music. I don't mind AC/DC. Probably not my type of rock music. Anyway, missed there. Minus score. 5 goals too. Yeah, that's what came to mind, but I thought it was like I don't know, a movie or something. Speaking of rock, though, it was sad to see Ozzy Osbourne die a few months ago. It was weird. I think it was literally, I don't think it was the night before, but early, like the week before he died, there was a concert called Live Aid that was in I think the mid-1980s, and like it was like one of those benefit concerts for famine, and they had all like these stars during the 80s go and sing at like one of those festivals, like a concert for charity. And yeah, no, Ozzy Osbourne was one of the singers. And that was when I think during these days where he was, you know, drugged up quite a bit and all that. Anyways, missed kick there. And then, yeah, like I remember watching that, and then a few days later he died. I'm like, geez, that's spooky. But no, obviously sad to see. Anyways, game's now it's turning into a bit of chaos here. But it could open up here again for the Cats. They're out goal side here. Dangerfield. Oh, geez, bit of a fumble. The bounce of the ball doesn't work well. Stengel now forced to hack on the boot. Kick over the top. Smith drops his lollies. Oh, geez. I don't think Smith with that body be having much lollies, though. Not 15. Oh, well done from Manor. Keeping his feet. Breaking the tackle. Tricky one here for Gardner. Missed times at 𝐓𝐴𝐸. Does well. Composed. And now kicks back the other way. Reese kicking in the corridor. And O'Sullivan. Quality player. Intercept marks here. Yeah, geez. Apparently the Swans are really keen on him. Should have traded up to taking him. It'd be huge for us at the minute. Just had a second show. Yeah, right. Max Holmes now takes a bounce. Inside 50. Who can fly? They haven't really had much contested marking options this quarter. For the Cats. I mean, neither side hasn't really. Holmes having a good game. Does well to have that contest ball in. Yeah, one of the goats. Though the Live Aid Christmas songs is go up. Yeah, no, that was part of the concerts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, I mean I remember Live Aid since a pretty young age. Like we always had like the DVD sets and shit at home. Obviously, that's well known with Queen as well in the London concert. Anyway, 𝐴𝐥𝐿 on the end of that one. Finally, a final mark inside 50 of the Cats. Need a cash in here, Geelong. They have been the better side this last 10 minutes, just controlling the territory game. Sharp kick from Manor. 𝐴𝐥𝐿 on the end of it. 𝐴𝐥𝐿, can he go? He sure can. He was a star of that 2022 flag side as well for the Cats. And he's able to swing forward and get a much-needed goal for Geelong. Margin now out. Back over a goal. This game could open up quickly in the third. How fast? Yeah, definitely could. 5 goals, 11. Again, Cats really should be up by more. Brisbane just hanging in there. Clever from Manor, though. Had the agility to outwork his opponent there and hit a nice kick inside 50. But bad hands from Morris there. He's having a bit of a shocker. Dempsey on the end of another attack, another scoring chain as well. Yeah, beautiful from Manor. Do they know it's Christmas time? I mean, they have other problems right now. Well, they're probably thinking, the Lions are probably thinking about Christmas at the minute. And it's probably Christmas at the minute for the Cat supporters with them kicking a goal. All right, Chills 6 morning here. 4:41 to go until this second half. Until half time, I should say, sorry. Yeah, been a bit of a stalemate this last 10 minutes. Finally see a goal. It's been a pretty wide open game as well. It's not like it's been bogged down, you know. It's been quite a bit between the arcs. Anyway, another misplaced hand pass from Brisbane there. Mana takes on a tackle. He does well. And he hits a kick beautifully. How about that? Sean Mana. Bit of a purple patch here. He finds Jack Bowes. Anyway, you can go for goal here. Taking on Dunkley as well. He didn't really have the leverage, to be fair, Dunkley, to make the tackle, but did well. Mana. Jack Bowes needs the goal here. Kicks on its way. Looks pretty good. It looks lovely. Right over the goal umpire's hat. Cats now starting to make Brisbane pay and put a bit of scoreboard pressure on them. And the margin out now to 15.6 goals, 11 plays, 5 goals, 2. Huge for Mana, though. He's basically, well, 2 goal assists to his name. But yeah, Neil's definitely looking rusty out there. He hasn't had much of a problem winning the inside ball, but just his use, it's not looking great from Lachie Neale. 3 clangers going at 60%. I mean, that's it's not horrific for an inside bid, but it's been noticeable. Neale hasn't been at as sharp as with disposal. Bowes goals. And a big needed one there for the Cats. Anyway, Ashcroft rose it nicely. Oh, fought. Got stripped of it. Neale. Another misplaced hand pass, to be fair, is under pressure there. Martin back the other way. Oh, good bodywork from Jez. Couldn't quite take the mark, though. 𝐼𝐶 now takes on a tackler. Just gets it to Dunkley. Head over the ball to 𝐼𝐶𝐞. Can't be fumbling there. Can't be fumbling there, too. And look at that. Bang. �絵𝐥𝐝 𝐿𝐴 with a clean pick-up. He shows him how it's done. Inside 50. Did well. Humphries to bring it ground to Bowes. He can give it over the top. He can take on a tackler. He can snap it around the corner. Clever kick to Dempsey at the back. Ollie Dempsey. He's got another. 3 in a row for the Cats. Or maybe even 4. I can't remember it because it's been ages since we've had goals. Another one to Geelong. 7 goals, 11 to 5 goals too. And there's that man again caught out goal side. He's such a dangerous player, Ollie Dempsey. He's got his second, I believe. And I mean, that's just a perfect example of whoever's cleaner usually wins the game of sport. You had 2 players there for Brisbane fumbling, and then you have Jeremy Cameron come right through and pick it up. It's sort of like a cartoon, really, where there's a heavy weight, no one can pick it up, and then just some skinny guy comes through and just picks it up with ease. Jeremy Cameron, well done. Snap around the corner, yeah, clever there. Didn't blaze away. Dempsey out the back, sneaking forward for a goal. He's got his second, I believe. Let me actually have a look. Ollie Dempsey, yes, he's got 2 goals straight. Ball back in the middle here. Darcy Fort just generates a kick forward here. Mullen takes on the tackler, and that's a good offloading hand pass. They've been really good at these offloading hand passes, the Cats. That should be a free to close, and it is. So can they continue to go bang, bang, bang here? Sort of like the third term from last night, or will Brisbane try and stem this flow? They use it well here. The Cats quick hands now. Tom Stewart, he can go for goals here. Tom Stewart. Oh, he's got it. What a goal from Tommy Stewart. How about that? It's an onslaught now for the Cats. Up by 27 points, and well, this is really what the margin should feel like, to be honest, given the Cats' dominance. Now they're starting to find their groove. It's infectious, as we do say. Goal kicking. 4 unanswered goals now for Geelong. Is it 4? Yeah, no, it is 4. 4 in a row in the space of 5 minutes, really. Tom Stewart going bang. Tommy Hawkins, rare goal kicker. As we did say earlier in this game, Tom Stewart's he's had a really good last few weeks heading into this final series, and there you go. Another offloading hand pass from the Cats. It's another centre clearance too, and it's going to be a mark here. Or, yep, mark or free, take your pick. Tyson Stengel marks. Jeez, this is, they need the siren here, Brisbane. What? What's going on? Oh, my God. I mean, what? My God. I mean, could that be a turning point in this game? It's another free. It's another oh my God. This is no. I can't believe this. You cannot be serious. You can't be calling that. You cannot be calling that a rain of... I'm sorry, but come on. And then that's clearly free from Guthrie. You can't do that. That's a free every day. But the first one, oh my God. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but that is one of the all-time worst calls. I'm sorry, that is... My God. Jeez. Wait, get the cameras on the cat, man. Where is he in the crowd? He'd be spitting chips at the minute. No, there he is. No, that's not him. That's another cat. Look at him. Oh, he's not happy. Deary me, that is absolutely shocking. What on earth? I mean, the next goal was definitely there. Guthrie can't, you can't do that, Guthrie. But that first one, like 100 metre, they're probably going to get a goal from that, the Cats. Oh my God. Well, all of a sudden it's 15 points, and here we go. Centre clearance to Brisbane. I'm just dumbfounded, honestly. Ashcroft now. Work the hands. 𝐓𝐿𝐴, Dunkley. Back here to Bailey. Takes on Stewart. Just gets the kick away. Oh, I mean, he got the kick away. I don't think that's a good call. I can't believe that, though. The Cats should be up by over 5 goals. I mean, that is... That's a ball up. A ball up. I just need to recalibrate here. I'm sort of out of whack here with a few of this. I mean, as I always say on the channel, you know, we don't usually like to talk about the umps and just love the game, but Jesus Christ, this is... I'm just absolutely just blown away by this. Minute 13 here. I think the sirens come in at a good time for both teams, really. I think both teams need to call the Jets a wee bit. Anyway, Brisbane maybe could get one more. They're surging a bit here. Another inside 50. Neil, who can fly? O'Sullivan, geez, is impressive. Oh, I wish we drafted him. I wish we drafted him. He's so good. Anyway, down the line here. And it's a good defensive act there from Gardner. Ball in. Deary me. Oh, geez, Chris Scott would be fuming. Neil now. Ashcroft off the left shoe. Dunkley did well to bring it to ground. Now Zach Bailey. Quick hands, Morris. This one goes over. 30 seconds. Still a chance maybe for Brisbane. Brisbane maybe to get a goal late here. First, run of free was a joke. Second one, Geelong play near the goals of 𝐓𝐴. Yeah, I mean, that first one's an absolute shocker. Anyway, maybe a late chance. Stewart stripped of it. Charlie Cameron, great smother. Ball still alive here. Blind hand pass up in the air. He spun around, Martin. That could be ball. Nothing given. Dunkley around the corner. Can't get the kick away. Cuts pressure really good here and tight. And they'll keep them at bay here. So that'll be the half of football. What on earth was those last 5 minutes? I think we need to take a breather. 8 goals, 11 plays, 7 goals, 2. It's 15 points, but it really could be over 5 goals here at half time. Wow. Absolute shocker. Anyways, gents, hopefully enjoying the game. Oof, I am. Nah, as a neutral, maybe it isn't great to see, but, you know, could we have a close game? I mean, that's what I wouldn't mind. Maybe, maybe not. Jeez. Cam Rayner, the ultimate rage buddy. Yeah, I mean, he did, I guess, fair play to him, did well to win those frees, but wow, that's shocking. Anyways, 15 points it is at half time. I mean, Brisbane's first 10 minutes, I thought that second 10 was pretty good. They were starting to get their ball movement going, but yeah, the Cuts really ramped up the pressure. They've just been tougher and harder on the inside than the Lions. Brisbane have misplaced a few hand passes in tight. Whilst the Cuts have gotten a lot of those offloading hand passes away. I think they kicked throughout that period of the second term, 0 goals, 4 as well. So weren't able to put on the scoreboard, but I think most of their game, apart from the accuracy, is in pretty good order. They're looking pretty poised defensively, and that it's not just those 2 goals. They also gave away another one early in the second quarter, the free to Lomans. They've given away 3 free kicks here directly in front of goal. And I mean, how many goals have Brisbane kicked this quarter? What was it? Was it 4 goals? Yeah, 4 goals for Brisbane, and 3 of them came off. Just, you know, poor ones to give away from the Cuts. But I mean, that one especially was a pretty poor call from the umpires. Well, I think that's a good chance to get a breather, gents. Wow, there's going to be plenty of talking points should this game be close. But look, Brisbane hanging in there. Definitely need to ramp up their ball movement, though. Cuts' pressure is superior at the minute. 33 to 21 inside 50s for the Cuts. Tackle numbers 51 to 26. There you go. Doubling them, basically, in tackles. That's, I mean, that's a smashing. 12 to 3 marks inside 50. They just can't really get the game on their terms, Brisbane. Can't get it done on the inside, can't get it done on the outside. They're really second best everything in the minute, but they're just hanging in there. But, yeah, I mean, jeez. That was questionable call. Defensively, I mean, Andrews has been definitely, I think, playing a good game. Leicester got well beat in the first quarter, but was able to have a few more contests. Let's have a look. Set possessions. So Harris Andrews just with the 3, but he's had some important spools here and there, leaving his man, not allowing those tours to market. Tom Stewart, though, big second quarter with the goal. Also 6 intercept possessions, game high. Henry with 5. Score involvements 9 for Jeremy Cameron. Contest possession leader 7 for Max Holmes, and we did say early in the quarter he's winning a lot of those ground balls in tight really well. 5 inside 50s, game high alongside Tom Atkins. Jasper Fletcher with 4. Brad Close with 4. Neil with 20 touches. But yeah, he hasn't been at his most efficient in tight, Neil. Usually you don't think of Neil as necessarily as accumulator. You just think of him as a player that's always really clean and tight with disposal. So he might have 20, but isn't at his damaging best. Darcy Fort, 24 hit out. 𝐓𝐴𝐞 has been rebounding okay for them. Apart from that blunder in the first quarter, he's been pretty neat with his kicks. And yeah, as for the Cats, yeah, Dempsey has been certainly one of their best. He's gotten 2 goals and he's been great around the ball. Attacking contests well. He's a strong player, Dempsey too. He rarely loses his feet. Atkins 7 tackles. Blitzars with 5. Follow-up work's been huge. Well, 15 points it is, gents. Oh man, I still that it leaves just a weird feeling that call though. Yeah, jeez. Aussie rules finally falling soccer and diving. Oh, jeez. You know, you're not wrong in a way, original, mate. Up the Chels. As a Geelong fan, I'd be up. Oh, no doubt, mate. They'd be spitting chips. I mean, they were showing replays to the Cat supporters. They couldn't believe it. Anyways, lads, I'm going to go take a whiz. Yeah, no. Could this be a turning point in the game? I mean, given the Cats' dominance they've been able to provide, I wouldn't be surprised if they get back on track and start to kick away. But momentum's a big thing. Like, stuff like that can be turning points in games. And look, the last 2 minutes after those goals from Brisbane, they were able to win out of the middle a little bit and probably could have gotten another goal late. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a big third quarter. Anyways, I'll be back in a quick sec. All right, back, lads. So we'll do a footy grid. As always, to pass the time. Footy grid last night was a beauty. Every single one we got was a purple. Definitely take that. So 10 minutes until second half starts, so a bit of time. Yeah, no, yeah, it was a bad call, dog line. Yeah, like in a final as well, that's a big turning point. Women's footy is tough, rougher than the men's now. Yeah, some of the women's footy games aren't bad to watch. The Swannies been good, 3-0 so far. And it's actually sort of refreshing to see a Swan side actually be able to stick tackles. Something the men's team really struggled with this year. Christ almighty. They're playing showing a bit of grit. So, you still have some women's games that are, pretty low scoring and can be sloppy with skills wise, but it definitely is improving. I think there's no games on tonight for the women's. That is, Swannies play Sunday. Where can I watch it live? Just have to search around, Jeff. And I'm not sure, man. I'd help you out if I know, but I'm sort of out of loop with streams to find AFL shit on. Fortunately, there should be something somewhere. Too many dumb umpire decisions. I'll be added to multis on Sportsbet. Total points 175. What's it now? Yeah, I mean it could turn into a bit of a shootout. Second half, we'll see. Yeah, no worries, man. Hopefully find a stream. I mean, again, if I could, I'd definitely show the stream here, but yeah, just with copyright and all that shite. Anyways, Brisbane Geelong grid here. I mean, no shit really. All right, let's try not end the stream tonight. Bloody hell, absolute stinker I had. Hey man, time for the going well, mate. Good to see you there, my friend. Anyways, so this one's winning record in finals. So they've won more finals than they've lost. Geez, that's a sort of difficult one. Maybe 𝐼𝐴𝐵. Yeah, that's a pretty tricky one. Winning finals record. Maybe like Brandon Parfitt. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Winning record in finals. Cheers. I might just skip that for now. All right, 𝘵𝐴𝐴, teammate. 𝐼𝐴𝐵, 𝘵𝐴𝐴, teammate at the Cats. Quinton Narkle. +1 goal in a final. 𝘵𝐴𝐴, teammates. Ryan Lester. He kicked one in the prelim. Yes, remember he kicked that really good running goal in the prelim final against the Blues. I thought he might have been a bit more there, but no, there we go. Right, 195 centimetres or taller. Geez, options galore here, really.
You know, Paul Keating. No, not Paul Keating. Isn't it Clark Keating? Paul Keating is the politician. 3%. Geelong 195 centimetres or taller. I don't think he played a game, the Irishman. 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐿𝐶𝐶. Henry Smith. Yeah, could have gone Henry Smith. You sort of want to go like a pass player that doesn't really play. They're probably the ones what you want to get. Maybe Lockie Henderson. Yeah, there we go, 0.9. One goal in a final. 195 centimetres or taller. Oh, we could have done Riley O'Brien if he kicked the goal last night. The two-handed ball drop. Tommy Hickey. I think he... Yeah, no, he did. He definitely did there. There we go. He kicked one against the D's. Qualifying final. Got one out the back. All right, now this is the tricky one. Winning record. This is tough. Because you can really think of any standard player, but it's like you think about them winning. But they could have had just as much losses. So I'm trying to think would 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐼𝐴 𝐷𝐿𝐿 be one. So he came in for the 22 elim, win, 2-0 in the semi, and then loss. So 2-1 because I lost the prelim. 23, won the elim. Oh yeah, win one has to be there with the pathway they've gotten through. Yeah, there we go, 2%. All right, now 𝐚𝐤𝐿𝐼𝐴's winning record. See, I went Brendan Parfitt because he was one that was, I think, an inclusion in that grand final side. Obviously would have had quite a few losses then. Sean Mutter would be one, wouldn't he? No, he wouldn't be because he'd be 1-on-1. Tyson Stengel should be one. Because I don't think he would have played finals. Yeah, there we go. He wouldn't have played finals at his previous clubs. Right, one goal in a final and a winning record in finals. Billy Brownless, Craig McRae. Billy Brownless, winning record. Dylan Stevens. Oh, that's a good guess. That you could be onto something, AFL legend. Yeah, surely. Because the only times he got picked was that prelim in that qualifying final. He didn't get picked in 21. 23, I don't think he played the elim final. Did he play the elim final in 23? I don't know if he did. Yeah, I might as well go Stevens. Yeah, I don't remember him playing that elim. Oh, it's a unique AFL legend. What a guess. That is outstanding. Oh, how about that? Clutching up with the unique. Oh, that's one of the grids of the season, I reckon, ladies and gents. No, that's a mighty pull, AFL legend. Because he kicked that goal in the qualifying final. That's ultimate trivia. All right, proud of that. Probably should have went someone else instead of 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐿𝐼𝐴, to be honest. I really could have gone with a purple, but pretty good. But yeah, the winning record one's tricky. It makes you think. Anyways, hooray! We didn't end the stream by accident like last night. For Christ's sake, dearie me. Yeah, no, it's a good player. But I wonder if Billy Brownless. In fact, let's load up a different web browser, Corey, and see if you were right. So if I go winning record, one goal. I'll do a winning record and go 𝐚𝐤𝐿𝐼𝐴, so I'll go Billy Brownless. Oh, wait, was it Bill Brownless? Bill Brownless. Yeah, no, you actually got that's actually a good one, Corey. 1.2%. There you go. I got Gridley yesterday, 3.9% for that one grid. Yeah, geez, okay. There's a finals fantasy thing. Oh, this is like fantasy scoring. Does anyone play Supercoach? There's a Supercoach finals sort of game they released, and it's like your unlimited salary, and you pick the best players. I'll quickly show you my team. Wait, that's not it. Finals. Here it is here. So this is what it is. So Dunkley's playing. He's been a bit inefficient. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 Cameron got around 90 points. Nick Dacos got about a 110. But yeah, I should have jumped off 𝐸𝐶𝐞. I knew he was going to get tagged by Mullen. I sort of just pieced it together last week, and Dawson lowered his colours too. So yeah, no, it's cool they've brought that out though. How about this for coverage, eh? Former Geelong player Tom Hawkins, former Geelong player Cam Mooney crossing back to Geelong supporters in the the commentary box of Joe Waitley and Hutto. Oh, bloody hell. Anyways, geez, the crowd's still booing here. Look at that gentleman in the background. He's not happy. Wait, is that's that supporter who he got interviewed years ago. I think that's that same guy. I think he always injures his hands from smacking on the fence or some shit. Anyway, Manor in front takes a good mark. Jeez, you'd think they'd be playing with some anger here, the Cats, after those unfortunate events that happened late in the second term. Dawson, triple captain, 𝐓𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Wait, is there a triple captain in Supercoach? I didn't even see that. And Bailey, Fade, Dacos, Thilthorpe. Yeah, I had Dacos and Thilthorpe in. They're hard to go against. There's not really much for forwards because all like the relevant forwards from this year are from non-finalists. So, anyway, Sean Matter had a great 2-goal assist patch in that second term. He's made a muck of that. It's going to land short though, and it's a tricky one here. But Zorko's dealt with it for a minor score. Look at him go. He's one to go quick. I thought very unlucky not to make the All-Australian, Dane Zorko. Margin 16 points, and Brisbane quickly go on the outer here from the kick in Josh Dunkley. Now, I feel their mids have been pretty ineffective, like Dunkley and Neal's been able to find the ball, but they've been, yeah, there you go. Turnover. It's a bad one there. Bailey Smith, back here to Atkins. Takes a bounce. And it's a good smother from Bailey. Ball in. Who's going to win, says Kearns. Yeah, Cats are looking pretty well set up, but you know, Brisbane, especially in these finals games the last few years, they've been able to have some big second halves. So, and look, turning point a bit, potentially that late in the second. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Brisbane need to start winning their own strengths of the contested game. The Cats are on top. Like, there you go, Dangerfield, another win, but ineffective. Zorko, clever, intercepts, Dunkley, marks. What can he go through here now? Working the hands here, Brisbane. Fletcher, 𝐸𝐶𝐞, and that's a smart kick. He finds Sam Day, the former son. Geez, it feels a bit weird. He was an inaugural son, I'm pretty sure, but not playing for his son's side. At least playing a finals game. Inside 50 now. High ball up. Who can fly? Stewart, guess who? Can't take the mark, though. Guthrie. And cue the Bronx cheers. Stewart's got a free. No, just a neutral toggle, mate. The Swannies ain't playing. I don't really mind who wins. It's always really my saying. Probably should stop clicking this pen. Don't know why I am, but yeah, could definitely AFL legend. And a good mark from 𝐸𝐿𝐴. A high ball up. Who can fly for this? Dangerfield, a good spoil from Ford. Off hands, Neal's going to get this one. Flicks it back here to the tall man of 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Not really great purchase on the kick. Starcevich just gets the hands out. Fletcher back here to Harris Andrews. And a snap kick around the corner isn't too great. Holmes can't quite take it. Crashing through is O'Sullivan. And 𝐸𝐿𝐴's taking a good tackle from Day. Yeah, definitely could be man to mate, because they probably could have gotten a goal. I still can't believe that, though. In a final as well. Holmes dispossessed. Lohman inboard. Can't quite find his teammate. Atkins has been super. And it's a good kick to find Bailey Smith.
Gives the quick hands, and now they've changed the angles here. The Cats, what can they find on the outer side? Kick to a 50-50. Gardner did well. Andrews has to get the hands out. He does. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, that's high. No, not high. Thought it was clearly there. That could be ball. Jeez. No whistle. Now they're finally going to give a whistle. And there's a throw. Right, anyway, inside 50 now the Cats will go. Stengel now sitting it up. It's not a great kick. Dunkley in the hole. Dangerfield did well to crush it to ground. Good hands from Atkins. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 round the corner. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 has got it. What a kick from the big man. He's having a game and a half, especially with the absence of Reece Stanley. He's got a goal. And they get the first to second half, the Cats. Did really well there, Dangerfield, just to bring that to the ground. Didn't allow Dunkley to mark it. Well, let's see if Brisbane can respond to this. First goal with the Cats. Margin out to 22 points. Brisbane Bulldogs come back to finals. Confidence exists in game. Is non-existent. Yeah, it's a shame to see because they played some exciting and good footy there throughout the year. Just couldn't get out that level against the top 8 sides. I mean, they were threatening enough to kick a winning score, but yeah, just that defence, big letdown. Ball in here. Ball in here, centre wing. Fort grabs out of the ruck. Back here now to 𝐓𝐿𝐴. And nice hands here to Zach Bailey. And a quick kick, and they use the nice hands here. Will Ashcroft. Deep kick inside 50. Rayner at the back. Oh, could Cam Rayner now start to arrive, as we said earlier. Oh, and he gives it to the fans. Oh, a bit of spice in this game. Jeez. Tell them to calm down. Oh, you can't be doing that when you're losing. They keep on showing that cut supporter. Oh, there's, what's his name? That 𝐴𝐿 fella he's mates with Cardi. He seems like a good lad. I think he's been in the chat before. He's at the game. But well done, Brisbane. They work the quick hands. They've been able to, throughout stages of this game, work the quick hands through the middle of the ground. Elite shit house, right? But you can't be doing that when you're losing. It's going to come back to bite him. I mean, Christ, remember when we played the Eagles a few weeks ago? I went out of my fucking room when Nick Blakey shushed the Eagles crowd. 18th place side, shushing him in a bloody... Oh, that's a pretty lovely replay. I love those sort of replays where the fan just bloody giving it to them. Anyways, Brisbane now working out of the middle. Lachie Neale. Oh, what a mark from Zach Guthrie. He's been important tonight. I think I remember last year, he's in finals games, apparently, like with the champion data stuff. And look, make of it as you want, because people don't like champion data. But he's always been really rated high in finals games. Zach Guthrie, Dunkley, that's a good win. But Dempsey gets his way in. Oh, he's taken on the tackler O'Sullivan. He's going to be pinned. Good tackle, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. He's going to have a reputation of flopper for life. Well, what I was trying to say when Rayner kicked that goal was, can he now start to lift? As we said earlier in the stream, he can have quiet patches of games, but then he really gets going. And he just does that celebration. I can't believe it. Smith all his. Oh, he goes to the ball instead of the mark. Clever tap from O'Sullivan. Dempsey. Now back in board here. Dangerfield overhead, always strong. Takes good. Important mark here to gain some territory here for the Cats. Cuts the angles with a kick. Can he find Bowes? Ashcroft, Levi, that is, gets his way in. Bowes against the first year up. Just gets the hands forward, Bowes. And Cameron keeps it in. Can Mana keep it in here too? Nah, it's gone over. Cameron shaking up there a bit. I think he'll be fine. Just needs a bit of a breather. Clearing kick now. Morris been really quiet tonight. Don't think that's 15. It's a good tackle. They're going to start sticking some of their tackles too, Brisbane, because those are usually the ones the Cats have been able to get the offloading hand pass. Good tackle from 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸. Off you go, well, Mark. Couldn't watch the game. Much longer disappointed with the referee. Yeah, it's a pretty shocking call, to be honest. Neil working his way through. Ashcroft taking over. So 16 points of margin. It's definitely in a range for anything to happen, to be honest. Like the Cats could kick a few in a row. It's sort of at that threshold where the game is now sort of wide open. Anything can happen in these next few minutes. Or maybe we could just continue to stay a stalemate. It feels like Brisbane just hanging in there. But still, like it feels weird seeing this game being 16 points. Dangerfield, how about that for strength? Gets the hands out to Max Holmes. Keeps it in board here for Myers. Back now to Bailey Smith. Takes some paces now. Launches inside 50. Can they find a flyer? Andrews gets his hands on it. 𝐸𝐴 can't get the gather, and he's going to win the free, and that could be 50. Oh, and he kicked the goal too, Cameron. No 50. Brisbane, they'll face the winner of the other Elam final. So they'll play Fremantle or Gold Coast. We're probably expecting Freo to win. But, you know, hopefully the Suns can definitely make it a game. It's going to be Freo to Collar O'Sullivan. Short to Dangerfield. Oh, big smother there from Dunkley. Bailey now. Gives the hands over the top to 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸, and now the running man. Not really the running man. Well, to be fair, he is, because his last name's Gallup. Bailey now. Oh, geez. He's not going to be given high, I don't think, there. Yeah, it's a good call. It's a good call. Lost his balance. Don't think the high was there. Yeah, they're out there, Brisbane. Anyways, Cats now. Regain. Oh, another smother. Okay. Another one from Dunkley. 2 smothers in a row, if you don't mind. To be honest, though, for Legend, any supporter base would be pretty vocal after the treatment they got in that second term. Anyway, Levi Ashcroft overruns it. Leicester now. I'm going to just wear a Mana tackle. Ball goes over. Yeah, geez, could you imagine if this was if this happened in last night's game? Geez, I reckon there would have been probably a fan storm in the ground or something. Yeah, man, I think Cat supporters have always been more notoriously known for more fair-weathered, more classy. But you know, every supporter base has definitely some pretty fired-up supporters. 8 goals 2 to 9 goals 12. Strange margin seeing this. Chris Fagan keeps on chewing that chewing gum. Bailey Smith does well. Myers now inside 50. Ball hits ground level. Plays tripping over. Neil, bounced off ahead. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸 does well to get the hands away. Leicester to 𝐸𝐴. Now to Dunkley. That stayed in. Well, they've worked the hands. Oh, no, it's gone over. It's going to be downfield. Look like Brisbane. 𝐸𝐴's taken late. Hope it's an all Queensland elimination. Yeah, that could be on the cards, Mark, if they lose this, Brisbane. Sort of like with the Sydney finals we've seen in the past, even last year too. It'd be good to see an all Queensland one. But yeah, it's going to be a tough task for the Suns. Like, they definitely could win.
You know, their midfield, when it's on, is very good. And that's an area they want to try and win tomorrow night against Freo. Where, you know, their midfield throughout the year has faded in and out of games at times. So. But yeah, you know, when Freo have expectations, they can sometimes stutter a bit, but they've had a very good back half of the year, so it's hard to see them lose. Anyway, Bailey Smith now launches for goal. What a season he's having. His goal for the Cats. It's a bad turnover there for Brisbane, and that's the quality of the Cats. They'll make you pay off the turnover. He's got his first, and the margin back out to 22. Much needed there for the Cats. 10:28 till 3/4 time. So let's see, 𝐼𝐴 really well cut off there from Bose. Having a decent game. And yeah, the quick hands there from Close was very good. Close having a great game. This is sort of the opposite of when these teams played last time down at the Cavalry. Brisbane cut off those kicks in the corridor really well. And now the Cats are doing it to Brisbane. Bit of a taste of their own medicine. Do you reckon the Cats win be considered an upset? Cats were the favourites for this game. I certainly don't think it'd be an upset. I mean, really, I don't think there's any upsets for this week. Maybe the Suns, given they have no finals experience. But Max Holmes off the intercept now can go bang back inside 50 here for the Cats. High ball spoiled from Leicester. Fletcher over the top here. And the 1-2, they can go here. Brisbane over the top. Dunkley, the tap works. But how about the Cats' pressure? It's been fantastic. Not holding the ball. Could have been. Stewart now. Levi Ashcroft gets his hand in there. Dunkley goes head in. And Bosball. It's going to be Pies versus Crows grand final. Pies win Quain or Norm Smith? When was the last time I had a defender? Probably Joe Henderson, 2016. And another intercept mark here for the Cats. Setting up well. Humphreys out across. To find O'Connor. Oh, he's had a few fumbles. He's going to be pinned. Oh, they call that eye. Oh, wow. And guess who gave away the free? The guy that probably should have celebrated of Cam Raider. Oh, man. You know, that always comes back to bite you. Let's see how this game ends up. But, man, yeah, probably some football justice there. Have to go well, Amy, mates. Nine, 10 to go until 3/4 time. Cats starting to get back in control. As now from the stoppage. This has been a bit of a rarity. Brisbane able to walk it out of the front of stoppage. And now Ashcroft gives the hands to Day. Back here to Bailey. Over the top here to Ashcroft. Good running. But again, there's always a Cats defender. But now they've found a bit of space. Lohman, a centering kick. Cameron, can he get on the end of it? He can't quite. Humphreys did really well. Now Rayner trying to break a tackle. Just gets the hands out. And socket four from Guthrie. It's going to work. Potentially keeps his feet. Whilst 𝐓𝐴 I don't think did. And now back the other way. The Cats can go. Jack Martin to a 2-on-1. Andrews with the 1-paw. What a mark. The All-Australian. Should be back-to-back-to-back All-Australians. Very unlucky the last 2 seasons. Well, I think if Geelong win this, they're the favourites. But the Pies also definitely the favourites as well with the home prelim. 8:12 to play here. Gardner now long down the line. Can someone grab a mark from this? Neil Tucker well from Matter umpire's ball. Max Holmes barges his way through and now gives it back here. The 1-2. Holmes deep from 50. He loves a kick on the run. Maxi Holmes. He's got it. What a goal. From the player that really should have been All-Australian this year. It still baffles me how he never made it. Another one of the Cats. And the cream's starting to rise to the top here for the Cats. 28 points of margin. And now really back to sort of what the margin should be. 7:40 to play. Brisbane starting to run out of some answers. Having a big game, Max Holmes. See his numbers. Max Holmes, 17 touches, goal to his name. Lovely kick. Bang from outside 50. 8 goals, 2 to 11 goals, 12. Like, it's just still unbelievable how this is only under 5 goals in a way. This is an absolute pasting, to be honest. Yeah, no worries, Mark. Take care, mate. Have a good night. Yeah, exactly right, Smith. Well, geez, I mean, sort of as a neutral, this has been a bit underwhelming. I was hoping for some absolute thrillers these first 2 games. It might not be the case, but fair play. This is how it is, I guess. 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞 now back the other way. Just finds Bailey. They've got to now execute here, Brisbane. But again, it's good pressure on the Cats. But finally, they get an outlet here, Brisbane. But then again, they have to take on a would-be tackler, Dunkley. And this one will land short for 𝐓𝐿𝐼. He does well, the youngster. 𝐓𝐿𝐼 around the corner. And it's touched well from Jack Henry. Very well done. Rushed behind. Oops, sorry, I scored the Cats. Yeah, I was going through one on Henry. There we go, no points. 27 points. 𝘼𝐶𝐼𝐿 taking a very good tackle from Mana. How about that? Umpire's ball. Let's see the tackle stats. 62 to 36. It has been an absolute pressure masterclass from the Cats. Ashcroft now, very well done. He's done this a couple of times tonight, been able to walk it out. Anyway, what can they do here, Brisbane? The Cats, can they stand up here again? Henry did well to get the hands out. That's only as far as Rayner, though. Having to take on 2. O'Sullivan can't quite get the tackle. Rayner around the corner, he's missed. And cue the Bronx cheers. 2 points in a row to Brisbane. Oh, man, what was he thinking? Well, you know, I guess when players sort of give it the oppo and celebrate unorthodoxly when they're winning, you always get that contingency that says, "Oh, it's good for the game with personality." So there's a good and bad side to it. Like, you can do it and it doesn't pay off, but I guess fair play. Anyway, Neil now. Inside 50 here for the Lions. Can they find something there? The aerial-wise, it's been a struggle tonight. Up forward. Atkins. Tackle ball from Berry. So, yeah, try and act like Dwayne Russell a little bit here. Try and hype up the game. Out of the ruck, Sam Day. Lohmann. Ugh, Lohmann's grand final performance. What a game he had. It made Rampy look like a 70-year-old. Ball in here. Hit out. Tapped out from 𝐓𝐿𝐼. And now cleared. Bouncing ball, Andrews mops up really nicely, and 𝐓𝐿𝐼 barging his way through. A high kick now to the top of the square. Stewart with the spoil. Oh, fumble there. Bailey, quick toe poke, and it's touched. Might score again for the Lions. 5 minutes 15 until three-quarter time. It's sort of looking like a bit of Adelaide's performance shaping into now from last night. Brisbane a bit predictable with their ball movement. Going inside 50, that is. Leicester does well to take on a tackle, get the hands out to 𝐓𝐿𝐼. Twisting, turning, trying to open something up here. Yeah, geez, these Cats pressure, look at this. They're really making the Lions having to work it well in tight. Inside 50, they go again. Stewart will be paid the mark. I think it was touched by a few, but he will be paid. It quickly goes out wide here to Max Holmes. So he now takes a bounce. Archie chasing. Holmes now kicks it to Dempsey. Having a great game. Ollie Dempsey quickly plays on. That's clever. Taking the metres. He can go deep here to the squares. He found an option the kick just couldn't quite find. Tyson Stengel Picked off here, and Leicester now pokes a kick out to Dane 𝐸𝐸. And what can he do here, 𝐸𝐸𝐻? Oh, no, not a kick like that. He's usually better than that with those kicks in the corridor. Pressure was good there for him. I think that was Bailey. Ball to be won here, Ashcroft. Holmes wins out nicely there. 𝐼𝐗𝐤 now back the other way inside 50. And Morris, being a rarity tonight, wins out 1-on-1. Well, can he go here, Logan Morris? Having a quiet game tonight, the youngster. And he's gotten the goal to give Brisbane a bit of not breathing space, a bit of hope. Still hanging around a little bit. 3:16 to play. Margin 19 points. I think. 21? No, it's 19. There we go. Maths is spot on. Usually it's shocking. Michael and I be born electrifying pace. Oh, I remember back in the primary school days, used to be good at athletics. But, you know, once everyone started growing up, I don't think I'm too slow, but I'm not, like, absolutely rapid quick. Always been a late bloomer, though. You know, you look at me and you think, Christ, you probably see more meat in a butcher's pencil. But, no, last few years I've been able to add a bit of muscle, but... Not sure who you're referring to. I'm assuming Max Holmes. Because, yeah, he is a bloody quick player. I'm pretty sure he won a grand final sprint. I can't remember which year it was. Bailey now works it inside to out. Here for Lachie Neale. Oh, he takes on, loses his balance. And now Holmes back the other way. Gives the hands here to Mize. Over the top now. They've got numbers out here goal side, the Cats, and they find Jack Henry. Oh, not Jack Henry, sorry. Jack Martin. Brisbane 4 tools compared to us. Swans for the worst in the comp. Oh, jeez, I mean, you know, Logan Morris shut on us in grand final day. Like, he's still young, Morris. He's going to have his quiet games. You know, like Ty Gallup, like, is a first-year player, like, very inexperienced. Oh, jeez, Mark's put that in the full. Yeah, I mean, like, it's always hard to replace Danaher a little bit as well. No, Hipwood as well. I know he can have some shockers, but he'd probably have maybe a contested mark or two. He'd definitely be an important outlet for them. He'd be probably playing better than Gallup would, and I'm trying to throw him under the bus or anything. Gallup's a first-year player, like, you know what I mean? Darcy 𝐸𝐴, good mark. Now goes, it's not really a great kick. He's going to Lohman as the only one that went up, but somehow they went out in the contest. Levi gets it forward. 𝐸𝐿agach keeps it in front. Bailey roving this one. Tackled well from Bailey Smith. Umpire's ball. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Bunker, mate. Make sure that leave a like, subscribe, haven't already, gents. Hoping this game could be close as a neutral. I just want a great finish, but look, if the Cats run away with it, fair play. Let's see what happens. Manor now around the corner. Rescue kick, it's a bad kick. Turnover here for Dusgarner. Wants to go quick here to 𝐸𝐸. Now this is where they want it in his mitts. Ashcroft now, what can he manufacture? Too much hang time on that kick. And it's going to be a push out there, Freddie Guthrie. Having a quiet night again, Charlie. Kicked the first goal of the game, but apart from that, he's just been really quiet. It's been the case for a lot of this season. He's had a handful of games this year. Almost 10 that he's gone goalless. Anyway, great running here from Holmes to get to the next contest. And he can go this one over the top for Jack Martin. And he will go get a Joe the Goose. And the Cats get one back. Margin now back out to a tick over 4 goals with a minute to play. That's a handy one for Geelong. Just the stroke of three-quarter time. And that's what they do well, the Cats. Those players like Max Holmes and Bailey Smith getting from contest to contest. I mean, no one's really on him, to be honest. There you go. I mean, look at that. Like you want to, if you're the Lions, you're probably freeze framing that on your review. Kick forward. You've got 2 Cats players on their own. It's a 1-on-3. Stengel did well just to tap it to ground, and yeah, Jack Martin got out goal side. Well, this has really been the case for most of the evening. It feels like the Cats have just been too quality in all areas, but the Lions are just somewhat hanging in there. Ball back in the middle. Socked forward from Darcy Fort. Now Bailey to Lohman around the corner. Can't quite take the mark Day, and now back the other way. They can go to the Count Spose. A really good kick to Brad Close. Inside 50 now, they can fly. Danger might be obviously paid the mark, but he does well to break the tackle. Danger has some time now to go deep. That's actually going to swing back. Oh, and that's gone through. Oh my God, what a goal from Dempsey. That's sensational. He's basically drop kicked that. Wow. Jeez, he's having some sort of game, and he's gone out the back again. He does it so well, Dempsey. Oh, he's just gotten there at the right time. What a strange kick from Danger. He wanted to try and go deep, but it swung back. Oh, my God. What's that? That's goal number 3 from Dempsey. He's having some sort of a night. 22 touches and 3 goals. It's not necessarily the Baileys. I mean, Max Holmes is having a big game, but yeah, like Dempsey's been outstanding tonight. Oh, Chris Scott's up and about. He's bloody banging the window. That's what he did when Gary Ronan kicked the winner after the siren in 2021. 20 seconds to go here, and yeah, no, this is basically a repeat of the controversial free kick moments in the second term, sorry. Blowing Brisbane again out of the water. Lohman now can work it inside 50, maybe a chance late here. Charlie can't quite take it. It's looking like it's going to be that sort of night for Brisbane. Siren's going to sound. 13 goals, 12, 9 goals, 5. Cuts one step closer to a home prelim. 31 points the margin. All right, well, yeah, I mean, Cuts just too good tonight by the looks of it. 31 points. Hard to see Brisbane get back into this game. They're sort of just hanging around, but they just haven't been able to have the firepower, and that their midfield is hasn't really been dynamic enough tonight. Has been tough enough. And as we take a look at contested ball -15 for Brisbane, clearance -5, getting beat in their own good game. Well, we'll see what happens. Could be a bit of a pasting this 4th term. The dam wall might start to break, but see what happens. And then, yeah, Elim finals tomorrow, Giants, Hawks, and then tomorrow night, Freo and the Suns. Scott's right, yeah, no, bloody banging the window. I have to bring that up again. He did do that when Gary Rowan kicked the winner after the siren. Where is it again? Gary Rowan, goal after siren. He was up and about. Where is it? Yeah, there he is. Bang it on the window. He's up and about. Yeah, anyways. Oh, jeez. Well, 31 points. I mean, we've seen some good football the last 2 nights, but wouldn't mind for a close game. Wouldn't mind that at all. looking like we're not going to get it. Maybe we're saving the best till last. Could we get a thrilling grand final or prelim final? I mean, given the gulf between the top 8 and bottom 10 this season, probably this is what it deserves, really. But anyways, now Cats have been quality. Like as I've said throughout that third term, their pressure's been unbelievable. Like when Brisbane are trying to chain the hand passes, every single time there's a Cats player breathing down their necks. They're having to sort of overuse it and do these too cute hand passes because that's all they can do. The tackle numbers are extraordinary. 67 to 43 tackles. It was double that figure at half time. 11 to 6 tackles inside 50. And the Cats have just been too good inside 50 themselves. 15 to 5 marks inside 50. Contested possessions 111 to 96. And yeah, you know, footy can also be a simple game at times too. You bring a link pressure, you're winning the game most of the time. So it's been an impressive performance from the Cats. Have a look at some of the individual players because yeah, there's a lot to like. Dempsey definitely one of the best on ground. Same with Max Holmes as well. 21 touches, 587 metres gained for Holmes. Blitzart's having a fantastic game, most on the ruck. Stewart's been good off the intercept. Smith a bit of a quieter game, but still 16 touches. Atkins been great with 8 tackles. Grindmeyer's 14, Dangerfield 14, Close 14. Have a look at the intercept possessions. 10 to Stewart, 7 to Andrews. Score involvements 9 to Dempsey, 9 to Cameron. Contest possession leader, Holmes with 11, Atkins with 10. No, sorry about that, gents. 39, 49 points up at 3/4 time. Go Cats. 49 points. I think it's... Is it 49 points? I think you're off for the Ferries, Cobber. It's 31 points. Could be 41 points in a matter of a few minutes, Stephen, mate, so I don't blame you. No, it's been a mighty performance. Definitely want to finish off the game well. 67, 43 tackles. That's been a big statistic out of this tonight. Geez, I love the aerial shots of the MCG. Anyways, final quarter. Cats by 31. It's looking like a potentially one-sided ending to this game. But we'll see what happens. Brisbane have certainly had their heroics in finals performances when you look at last year especially. 13 goals 12, plays 9 goals 5, underway for the 4th term. Darcy fought, whacks it forward. Bow slips over. Cameron, again, just great pressure there from Guthrie. Forces Neil just into a bit of a nothing hand pass, and it's a turnover here. 𝐓𝐴𝐿 can't win out on that one. 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐿 spits it back here to Neil. And now a high ball here from Leicester. Who can fly? It's Zach Guthrie. He's having a fantastic night. Zach Guthrie. And Levi Ashcroft subbed out of the game.
Couldn't quite find the mark. Dangerfield. Ball in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Going well, 𝐴𝐥𝐝 mates. Another ball up here. Mana now probably could be pinned there, and he will hold the ball. Going to be free to 𝘼𝐴𝐿𝐼 𝐷𝐿𝐼. And ball in here. Centre wing. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼 can't keep that one in play. Ball in. Not gonna lie, I don't know a thing about AFL NRL fan. Is it second versus? No, not an upset at all. 𝐴𝐥𝐝 were the favourites for this game. And by the way, mate, I live in the Canberra region, so I'm not really big in the NRL, but Canberra Raiders, minor premiers, hopping on the bandwagon. Since I didn't realise in the NRL you get a trophy presentation for a minor premiership. That doesn't happen in AFL. Anyway, 1-2. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼 0. 𝘼𝐴𝐿𝐼, a good quick kick. Oh, Bailey takes on a tackler. Looks like he just got the handball out legally. And Dunkley, they do have the loose man of Canberra who's getting booed quite a bit. So Rayner now looking to set it up to the pocket. Interesting kick there. Like, it's not really going to at all. Too much hang time on that. The inside 50 cent, I haven't really been great from Brisbane. So ball in here for the Lions. Really, any chance of this game, like, probably have to kick the first maybe from this stoppage. Get something going here. Forward and front position. Bowes did well. Kick was smothered though. Andrews nudged out legally there from 𝐴𝐿𝐼 now. Guthrie provides the run, gives it back to 𝐴𝐿𝐼. He's going to kick on the run, the big key forward. He's going to kick a goal. The 𝐴𝐥𝐝 can do no wrong. And they've got the first of the final term. That's important just to keep the Ledger away from the Lions. Margin out to 37 points. 𝐴𝐥𝐝's running away with it. And he's got his first 𝐴𝐿𝐼. He's having a fairly quiet game. Hasn't really been able to take the game by the scruff of its neck, where he's been a pretty big player early for them. Contested marks. Let's have a look. Yeah, no contested marks for him tonight. See his stat line. 𝐴𝐿𝐼, yeah, just 5 touches. And no marks. So there you go. Good goal from Neil. Better be lazy, 14th prelim. Yeah, no, they've been a pretty bloody good club, eh? Yeah, it's hard to see him not be up there heading into this season. I think I had them for my flag at the start of the year. So we're in the box seat now. I think there was quite a bit of talk. The winner of this game is probably premiership favourites. I think they're probably going to be shared favourites with the Pies, to be honest. We'll see. Raiders should make the grand final this year. Not sure anyone No, okay, so it seems pretty. So it's sort of like the AFL a bit. Like it seems pretty wide open then. But that man, that I saw that Panthers finish. That's one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen in sport. They miss the golden point, and then the Raiders go back the other way off the counter attack. Fucking crazy. Oh, that what's his name? 𝐤𝐿 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Oh, he's a bit of a player. I like watching him. And I think they lost Jack Whiten this year, the Raiders too. Didn't he go to South Sydney? He's always been a pretty important player for them. Yeah. It's a good mark from Gardner. Predicting a bit the Hawks and the granny. Oh, you had the Hawks going away. Yeah, I think I had Hawthorn just in the top 4. My thoughts with the Hawks were I'd feel they'd sort of struggle the first half of the year, then they'd really go on a good run. And that's sort of how they went. And look, if they beat Brisbane, they would have finished 4th. So I wasn't really far off. But we all have shockers and predictions, you know. In my early calls, I had Port missing finals, and then I caved in and I had them in the finals where I felt probably they'd miss out. And yeah, I think we all have good calls, but then we have horrid calls. That's just part of it, really. Cameron now on the outer wing. Dangerfield just having a rest, so I don't think they had to use their sub. The Cats, Jai Clark's a sub. In for, what's his name? Mitch Nevitt. Not really. I guess people do hate the Lions, but you know, I don't mind them. Neil, there we go, takes his first mark of the game. And definitely got the range here to go. It's been quite fairly good tonight. Harris Andrews, probably one of their, I guess, better players. Let's see if we can goal here. Shannon Neal. He's going to miss. On a score, 14 goals, 13. Honestly, did well with the ladder predictions this year. Only got 3 correct places and about 7 other teams only 1 spot off. Yeah, it's pretty good. 3 correct places. I think I got maybe 1. I can't quite remember. I'm going to have to react at the end of the season. Anyway, another turnover from McKicken. That's been a bit of Brisbane's issue tonight. Neil runs over it. Back to Wilmot. Now here to Neil. Oh, geez. Oh, no, that's not good. Neil's hurt his calf. Back now the other way. And Jack Henry's having a great night. Well, that's going to be a big talking point for Brisbane. It's getting bad to worse now. One of their star mids who's definitely look rusty tonight. Let's be real here, Neil. Hasn't had an issue of finding the ball. It's just how he's using it. Jeez, how big are Neil's calves? I think that's always the talking point with Lachie Neale, how big his calves are. Great running from Bailey Smith and can just jag a short kick. There we go. See, that's what Smith does well. I know his kicking can be shocking at times, but just those little kicks. Beautifully done. He finds in a pocket of space. I think it's Brad Close. Oh, jeez. I didn't even see what happened. To Mark to Manor looked like it was a perfectly placed kick. Yeah, jeez. That doesn't look good for Neil. See, Neil with 27 touches, but yeah, going at 65%, 6 clangers, that just hasn't really been efficient. And he's only got 2 clearances, Neil. Neil obviously known as a clearance beast. Schwalman's kick, it's across the face and sneaks in for a minor score. Only a few points away from the ton, the Cats. 14 goals, 14 plays, 9 goals, 5. Looking like they're just going to rest Danger as much as possible. Still on the bench, Andrews. Now back here to Darcy Fort. Yeah, he's still jogging a bit strange, Neil. Yeah, now he's off to the bench. I wonder how he'll recover from this. Rayner now, kick smothered. He's not happy, Neil. He knows it could be bad. Humphreys now back to Myers. James, a short kick, no good though. Turnover here. Marshall on as a sub. Ashcroft. Again, like they've had a few of those really loopy balls tonight, Brisbane. Had hands for Neil. Not looking great from his end. Unlucky for the Norm Smith, as I say again. Ashcroft deserved it, but yeah, very unlucky not to win it. Ball back in the middle here. Rayner getting a few boos. Taking on a tackle. Back here now to Gardner. Oh, geez. What on earth was that kick? Is it right to Stengle? Cats have all the answers as Stengle can now go deep to the square. At the back potentially here for Manor. Andrews did well to push away his opponent. And now it's here to Fletcher. Andrews definitely been one of their best tonight. Like, they've had plenty of ball winners. Like, Dunkley's found plenty of it, but yeah, they've just really struggled to move the ball with much conviction, Brisbane. Here we go. Now they get a bit of a chance. Marshall now out the back for Lohman. Yeah, he's stuck in the grab. And he's quickly played on here, Kyle Lohman. And he'll goal, but won't count here. Has to retake his kick. Didn't come around. And Lohman's missed. Want to score. 9 goals 6, 14 goals 14. Actually, like to subscribe if you haven't already, gents. Cat's going to go through to... Where was the comment above? Someone mentioned their prelim finals. I mean, it's been another admirable season from the Cats. And out the back here, Bailey will get a goal. And Brisbane get their first to fourth. Back to 32 points. It's interesting an outlook on this now, because I feel like even, I'm a culprit of this, and I think really all of us said this, but the talk of like these games, I heard some commentary saying I can't see this being a blow, I can't see this not being close, and then bang, there you go. Both games have now turned into pretty convincing results, so we all do it, but I think we all tend to sometimes overthink and over sort of thinking games will be really close, when in reality there's always usually like a smashing in week one or a big margin. Dunkley tackled well on Bones. Ball up. So 32 points to margin, 9:38 to play. It's been a quality performance tonight from Geelong. Should be home and hose, really. Fort now. Takes a bit of risk in the kick. He finds Berry inside 50 now. Morris Henry really well defended there. Just nudged him out legally. Henry now back here to decoding. Ashcroft, that's a pretty good mark. Back with the flight. 𝐓𝐴𝐶 now. Hacks a kick inside 50. No good. Yeah, 𝐓𝐴𝐶's kicking tonight's not been great. Usually been better than this for most of the season. Stewart, another intercept mark. He's been quality tonight. Stewart now deep to the wing. Neil can't quite get that one. 𝐓𝐴𝐶 picks it off to Marshall. Back now to Ashcroft around the corner. High ball here, and Henry couldn't take the mark. And ball in. Another ball up here. Dunkley quick hands to Bailey, twisting, turning, trying to find something back here to Marshall. First season player. Bailey back the other way. Lohman roves it. Quickly spits it back to Dunkley off a step. And turn around for Brisbane. Bit of junk time here for the Lions. So back to 26 points, 7:45 to play. Oh man, I still can't believe that Rayner celebration. Ugh. Yeah, he's a bit of a character, Rayner, so I guess you're going to have your good and bad moments. So yeah, Brisbane, by the looks of it, will play a home semi-final next week against the winner of Freo and Gold Coast. Brisbane play like they didn't last minute against the Swans. Oh, that was... What on earth was that? They just walked it out of the middle. Mosball. Ford's battled all right tonight. Taking some good marks around the ground. Going to be a free here to Sam Berry. No, not Sam Berry, played last night. Jared Berry. Getting the berries mixed up. We want now out across here to Leicester. High ball up inside 50. Oh, almost Lohman. 𝐓𝐴𝐶 around the corner. Can't quite get the purchase on the snap. Want to score 11 goals, 7, 25 points, 6:58 to play. Going to be free to Harris Andrews. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 struggled a bit tonight, but first finals game, he'll learn a bit off it. 𝐸𝐴𝐿𝐼 now running through the middle of the ground, back to Wilmot. Inboard, over the top, works the hands here. Brisbane, now Cam Rona's left shoe. It's a good goal. No, he's missed. That was a very similar range when Rayner got the sealer too. 24.6 minutes to play. You should check the AFL website. I'm sure there'd be a replay of it. Like he did like the calm down celebration when they were still 3 goals down in the, I think, second quarter. Barry, that's going to be out the full, but he will get a late push free. Dangerfield, Dempsey. Oh, they've been pretty good, though, mate. Especially Dempsey. Been fantastic. 3 goals. Anyway, Cuts now working the hands forward and the kick inside 50. Oh, it's been also the difference tonight with the marks inside 50. And Mana now under the pump a little bit with an injury. Hopefully he's okay. 57 to 46 inside 50s. And let's see. Stats. Yes, 90 to 6 marks inside 50. Brisbane's defence been a bit at sea tonight. Andrews has been pretty solid, but let's do remember, no Jack Payne, no Ainsworth. They're pretty important players. Brisbane battle well with tremendous depth. Let's remember, so still very competitive. But yeah, been totally outdone by the Cuts tonight. Stengel now out across, and Andrews with the spoil. Minor score, 25 points, 4:30 to play. So like Brisbane are going to keep this a semi-competitive margin. Maybe the Cuts could get a goal back here. Just rolling the dice. Brisbane turnover here. Close, can centre the ball and find Tom Atkins. Oh, this would be fitting if he kicks a goal. He's had a great evening tonight. Yeah, no, I mean, they've had an ultra good performance, kick, mate. So, yeah, I mean, Brisbane have got a little bit of momentum, but I don't really think it's much. Bears going to bring back Big Joe Danaher. Yeah, they wouldn't have won the flag without him last year. Especially this heroics late. But yeah, still, they're definitely at least missing 𝐓𝐿𝐼 as a bit of a marking target. Like, what was it, 6 marks inside 50. Especially for a side like Brisbane's very low. So, yeah, they've not really found much in the air tonight. Your goals, Tom Atkins, pretty fitting goal. He's been super tonight. 9 tackles, 17 touches, and a goal to his name. And margin now out to 31 points with 3:38 to play. Home prelim for the Cats and Brisbane home semi-final. If Brisbane are to win their game next week, they'll play the Pies in a prelim final. That's going to be interesting, and the Cats will get the winner of Adelaide and GWS / Hawthorn. So see how that goes. I don't think the Giants have played at the G's literally since like round 3 or something. It's something crazy like that. It's been a while since they played the G. I wonder if they can go all the way. There's the Cat, man. I would have loved to see the replay of him with those free kick reactions. He would have been fuming. Oh, still unbelievable, those calls though. Imagine if it turned into something though. It means nothing really, but oh geez, those are some shockers. Stewart now back the other way. He's been excellent tonight, Dangerfield. 3:18 to play. Dangerfield now along to the wing. It's a good mark there from Tyson Stengel. Towards the edge of 50, almost shunning Neil. Umpire's ball. So, ball in here, just outside Geelong's forward 50. Fort now whacks it out. Smith twisting, turning, gets the hands extracted. And Fletcher tackled well from Dangerfield. Close around the corner, can't quite get it. 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐝 tackled well from Atkins, umpire's ball. But yeah, he's been well beat tonight, 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐝, just 14 touches. Really good tagging job by mostly 𝐼𝐗 tonight. But whenever he's gotten the ball, he's instantly tackled by these Cats players. Dangerfield, centre and kick. It's not going to be paid a mark to Brad Close. Had a good night tonight, Close. Actually hasn't kicked a goal, but 17 touches, been good up the ground and in these stoppages. And another ball up here, I think. Yep. 2 minutes to play. So, as a neutral, not the close game we're hoping for, but we'll see what tomorrow brings, eh? There could be some thrillers. I have a feeling that Hawks-Giants game could be a beauty, so I'm keen for that. Dangerfield, very well done. Now Bailey Smith around the corner, centering kick. Brad Close gets his head taken off a wee bit, and it's going to be a free. And he'll line up, well, we just spoke about him. He'll line up for his first. So to get the margin out to potentially 37 points if Close can kick this directly in front. 20 to 6 marks inside 50 as well. That's a smashing. Very close to get his first of the evening. Yeah, hopefully AFL legend. There it is. He's gold. So out to 37 points. 52 seconds to play. Brisbane back home next week. And it will be also Adelaide with a home semi-final. So the puzzle starting to be pieced together a wee bit. Yeah, no, good to have your company as well, Mike, mate. Always good to see some foreigners getting around the sport. Ball back in the middle here, 48 seconds to go. 16 goals, 15, 111, 11 goals, 8, 74. Yeah, been a fantastic performance tonight from Geelong. I mean, pressure just wins your finals, eh? It's been some relentless tackling efforts from them all night long. Jai Clark now is going to get a goal assist late. Tyson Stengel can go back here. And they're going to be pairing into own prelim. The count. Stengel around the corner. Oh, it's going to be back the other way. What a score. 16 goals, 17 for the Cats. Now, jeez, I mean, they've really flowed the lines. Really could have won this by 10 plus goals. And now, clearing kick from 𝐼𝐶. 15 seconds to go. Ball in. Anyway, sorry, it's going to sound, ladies and gents. The Cats, what a performance. 16 goals, 16, 112, 11 goals, 874. Off to a home prelim. And it's their 10th prelim under Chris Scott. How about that? An outstanding achievement. 38 points of margin. Absolutely outclassed, out-hunted. Way too tough for the Brisbane Lions, who will lick their wounds with a home semi-final next week. But yeah, a game tonight where I felt if the Cats could really bring the heat and energy and try and disrupt Brisbane, there'd be a chance, and exactly what we saw. Contested footy. Let's have a look at those numbers. 136 to 120 clearances. 12 to 7 in the centre bounce. I thought their mids were tougher, getting a lot of those offloading hand passes out cleaner on the inside. And Brisbane's mids, they just gave them no time. That Cats elite pressure in tight. You know, Brisbane were forced to overuse the hands and a lot of misplaced hand passes as well. Just weren't connected tonight, Brisbane. And going inside 50, contrast the difference. 21 to 6 marks inside 50 Geelong's way. And defensively, fantastic. Stewart had a great game. Jack Henry was solid, but it's a rock back there. Yeah, really impressive performance from the Cats. Waltzing their way to a prelim. Stewart 11 intercept possessions. Jack Henry with 9. Andrews, probably one of the Brisbane's better players with 9 intercept possessions. But yeah, I think from the Cats, just really ticked all the boxes tonight. Looked great in all facets of the game. But as we said before the game, like the Cats can definitely show some aggression at ground level, and you know when the game's there to be won on the inside, there can be a really good side on being able to win that inside ball. And geez, were they ferocious right from the get-go. You saw 𝐓𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 hunting for ground balls, even Holmes, and yeah, what they did on the outside totally burnt Brisbane. I mean, how many metres gained did Holmes have? 632 metres gained. He was pretty huge in that area tonight. And the small forwards and even 𝐷empsey, the winger, getting out goal side hurt Brisbane's defence. 25 touches and 3 goals, a quality performance. Yeah, 𝐓𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐴𝐵's massive game. Almost as like that follow-up ruckman. 9 contested and 6 clearances for 𝐓𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵's. Pretty huge numbers. Brian Myers with 19 touches. Jeremy Cameron, 2 goals, 3. Big first half. A bit more quieter. But basically, last night's performance again for the Pies, just no passengers for Geelong tonight. A real team performance, and totally outplayed Brisbane tonight. 3-2-1 votes. I'll go Holmes best on ground. 2 votes 𝐷empsey. 1 votes. I did love 𝐓𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵's game. He had a quality one, so I'll give that as my 3-2-1. Well, there we go. So, Cats home prelim. Brisbane next week will face the winner of Fremantle and the Suns. And then, yeah, so Pies and the Cats with 2 home prelims. But yeah, they're just such a well-oiled machine, the Cats. Always have weapons across many areas of the ground, and we saw that tonight. It's not just one player that hurts here, it's someone else. Holmes is great, 𝐷empsey great. And even Marner in that third term, those 2 goal assists he got in that space of 2 minutes to really open up the game. But yeah, great in all facets tonight. The Cats, really good quality they were tonight. That's it from me, lads. Hopefully you did enjoy. On AFL stream, I'm sort of going out, sort of busy throughout the day, but obviously we'll watch the games. But hopefully at least one close game for the entertainment's sake, for this first week. But there we go. I think we've seen both wins from both sides these first 2 days, showing that basically the bottom line is if you bring elite pressure and bring great team defence, that's what takes you a long way in September. The Pies last night and the Cats tonight, just unrelentless pressure against their opposition. Brisbane are a pretty clean side winning out of the middle, but like every time they'd work a hand pass over the top. Just always a Cats defender breathing down their necks. So, yeah, I watch a bit of jealousy because I think, this is what the Swans, for example, severely lacked this season. But no, they're very good to watch tonight. The Cats, deserving winners. Probably could have won by more, to be honest, than 38 points. But you think Brisbane probably licked their wounds, and they've been pretty good in bouncing back with backs against the walls. So, I think they'll probably bounce back next week. But let's see how the rest of these games go. Thanks for tuning in, lads. Cats too good by 38 points. Have a good rest of your nights. And, enjoy your weekend. Take care.